Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Dennis Atlas Show.
That's right.
Yeah.
Featuring Joseph Williams.
Hello.
And Tyler Hansel.
Tyler.
That's right. Can everybody hear us okay? There's going to be a little bit of a delay, but we will see their
That's all right.
Their comments. Right. So, guys, let us know if you could hear us. We got the piano going, too, just for fun. Now, Tommy Shaw Awesome is my friend Haley.
Okay.
We go back a long way. We're Styx fans.
All right.
Teenage Styx fans.
Haley?
Haley, yeah. Loud and Clear from Roma Greening. I think she's from the UK.
Haley is Tommy.
Well, Tommy Shaw, awesome. Tommy Shaw, the guitar player of Styx.
Right.
She's a big Tommy fan.
I see.
You're either a Tommy girl or a Dennis DeYoung girl.
I see.
And she's a Tommy girl.
Got it.
See, I usually get the Dennis DeYoung girls. Those are the ones who like me.
I'm a Lukather girl.
Exactly.
And a Mike Landau girl.
Oh, okay. All right, Loud and Clear. Good morning from Auckland, New Zealand. We played there.
Yes, we did.
We played there last year.
We did.
Let's see. So I just told everybody on Instagram that we're here.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, it posted. So we're good. We're good to go.
Right.
Guys, how are you feeling today on this lovely Friday afternoon or evening, depending on where you are?
Mm-hmm. Joseph, yay! I'm Tommy girl. I'm a Tommy girl. Okay, well that's good.
Okay, Aubrey's a Tommy all day, every day too.
Got it.
Remember that song?
Yeah.
Well, I'm sitting on this bar stool, talking like a damn fool, got the 12 o'clock news blues. Now, Mike Lewis is my bandmate from the trip.
Right on.
He's much of the reason we know each other is because Mike introduced me to Bumblefoot.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. So for those of you guys who don't know, well, everybody knows who Joseph is. He's the lead singer of the band Toto, sometimes referred to as Toto.
Toto, yes.
And he was nice enough to come by the stream today, to my place today, to hang out and do this. He also sings with me on one of the songs on the album.
Which is my privilege to do.
Well, thanks for doing that.
Always love hanging out with young Dennis, as we call him, us ancient guys in the band.
The guys who have a lot of wisdom in the band.
Well, I don't know about wisdom, but, wrinkles, yes.
Sore
hips and, joints, for sure.
Star Wars pajamas.
I got my best dad in the galaxy Star Wars pants on that I got from my kids. And, of course, my Purple Rain shirt.
Yeah.
So I'm just good to go. This is what I would be wearing on a flight to Australia. I'll put it to you that way.
Yeah, I can confirm.
Yeah, exactly.
I've been with you on those flights.
And since I just was on a flight to Australia,
He just got back from Australia.
Right.
No. And this right here is my good friend, Mr. Tyler Hanzo! Woo! Tyler is a huge hero of mine for many reasons, one of which he's a phenomenal bass player, singer. He could play keys a little bit and just excellent musician, teacher. He plays in a bunch of bands. But Tyler came over to my studio one day and said, "Dennis, we got to get your band going and I want to be in it." And he's the reason that we have a band going right now, playing this music from principle, which we haven't done any live shows yet, but he really got my wheels turning in terms of getting some guys together here in the studio so that we're ready to do some live shows with this music. So thank you to Mr. Tyler right here.
My pleasure.
Really appreciate you being here too. And so Tyler knows a bunch of the songs on bass.
Great.
On the album. And you'll also recognize him from the Games music video.
I was going to say, from the video.
So, well, all right. Well, I guess we have some special surprises coming throughout the show. Feel free to drop your questions and comments and everything else. We do have a whole bunch of questions from Instagram that we're going to answer. You guys blew us away last year with Toto in Utah.
Right on.
They liked Angel Don't Cry, so that was fun. Joe and I sing that one together, which is really fun. Saw you guys in Finland.
Nice.
Legend, Fahrenheit, and Seventh One are top list favorite Toto albums.
Beautiful.
Look at that.
Good choice.
And Jim. Oh, here we have Jim Vignato. Jim is. I'll introduce everybody to Jim. He recognized Too Much Time on My Hands because he and I played in a Styx tribute band together. But the story goes deeper than that. He saw my band of 14, 15-year-old kids playing Styx music on YouTube, and he reached out to us and he said, I have a gig at Casino, Arizona with my Styx tribute band, but I just told them I have a band in the West Coast. I need to find a band in the West. He's from New York.
I see.
And so he called us, and we were his West Coast band. He was the first guy to believe in me and my band and get us a legitimate gig playing at a casino before we were old enough to even be in the casino. But we did it. We did the gig, and it was epic, and Jim deserves a lot of praise for...
Thanks, Jim.
Yeah, teaching me everything I know about being a front man.
That's great.
That's for sure.
Well, you certainly are able to do that.
Well, thanks to guys like you and like him, I learned from the best.
I don't know if anybody out there has actually seen the most recent show where you're singing Endless.
Well...
And I get my little small opportunity to go up and play a little keyboard stuff while he's out there owning the stage.
It is a lot of fun watching you play keys. It's
really
cool. Yeah, well, it's cool
even
because
the mistakes.
it's just cool because now we have 3 keyboard players in the band. Really, we have 7 keyboard players in the band.
True,
but
that's kind of true.
3 of them that play during the show.
That's right.
Yeah, for those of you who don't know, Luke plays piano well enough to make you upset.
Yes.
It's like you see this guitar player hop on the keys, and it's like
when he wants to write a song sort of a melodic kind of a thing, he always goes to the piano, and I'm always amazed every time I sit with him at how much he knows and how well he plays.
Yeah.
It is kind of maddening. It's like somebody that talented on the guitar, you know what I mean?
Why?
There's got to be a flaw somewhere, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But no, he can play the piano really, really great. And so do you.
Well.
And so does Ray.
Oh, Ray is incredible.
Ray Thistlethwaite is our piano player in the David Paich chair and is absolutely phenomenal.
He's really doing an incredible job and just fun to hang out with on the road too. So here's what we'll do. We're gonna listen. We'll listen to the first song, or the first 2 songs, and then we'll answer some questions, and listen to the next song. We'll kind of mix it up a little bit. What do you think?
Sure.
Right? And who knows what other kind of fun stuff we'll get ourselves into, and then we'll answer some questions, and there we go. So guys, Principal is out today, and we're gonna listen to the first song on the album right now. This is Surprises from Within. Let's keep going. Let's play the second song. Yeah, you like it?
Yeah, I don't know if I've heard that one finished.
No, that's there it is. That's Marco Minnemann on drums. And you met Steve Bonino, the bass player who was here hanging out. That's him on bass. And
I was admiring the drums. It had a little bit of an Alex Van Halen vibe.
Oh yeah. He's a fan. All right, so here's and then it goes right into Violent Power. So this is also Marco Minnemann on drums.
Give us more than the future we hold.
Thanks, Joe.
Set our sights on a vision in gold.
And the music video for this song was directed by Joseph as well.
And this violent power won't surround us anymore. This is our monumental moment. That separates, unite as one. Freedom starts to take control. This is Operation Go. This violent.
Want to answer that question?
No. It just says it's Lukather Jr. on guitar.
Oh, well, I wish.
The principle of life can't be denied. Sorry souls will strain and steal to try. This is our monumental moment. That choice you make defines it all. Freedom starts to take control. This is Operation Go. This violent power won't surround us And it's paralyzing, amplifying. Give us more than the future we hold. Set our sights on a vision in gold. Set our minds on the values we've sold. This violent power won't surround us. Set our sights on a vision in gold. Set our minds on the values we've sold. Give us all of the promise we've told. This violent power won't surround us. This is our monumental moment. The honest ones will rise above. Freedom starts within us all. This is Operation Go. This violent power won't surround us more.
Beautiful.
It worked out.
It's very exciting.
Well, thanks.
Wonderful music. Your voice is phenomenal, as usual, and the drummer is really exceptional.
Marco knows a thing or two.
He does.
So Marco played with, I believe he played with Joe Satriani, and he also is in a band called The Aristocrats, which is a ridiculous, amazing instrumental band with Guthrie Govan and Brian Beller. So it's MMBB and what did I say? Marco Minnemann, Brian Beller, and Guthrie Govan. And they're in an incredible band.
Kooky and Tay, is that am I reading that right? Wants to know who's singing backgrounds in that song.
That is all me on the vocals on that. Monumental moment. So,
by the way, we should at some point just do a live stream of the vocal warm-ups.
absolutely.
You know what I mean?
We
so,
can.
Yeah, so that people can hear the
Should we do it now?
the Italian.
Should we do it now?
Well, you do high, I'll do low.
Okay.
On just the Italian.
Okay.
Okay.
Arriva!
Oh.
Who's calling us?
Well, somebody's trying to go, shut up! I don't want to hear you. Italian.
Ready? And Tyler knows this one too. Arrivederci. 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 One more. Arrivederci. That's how we warm up backstage at every Toto show. And
And
Tyler's
it's
familiar with
hysterical.
it too.
Some guys laugh, some guys run and hide.
Well, we go try and find them, like Shannon and John, and they don't sing. Well, John's been singing now, but we've been going and running after them in the dressing room and seeing how close we can get to their faces.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
See if we can do the
You
warm
guys
up.
are usually in another room from me, so I just listen, and as soon as it starts, I go ahead and join in on my own there in the other room.
Yeah, well, it's a pre-show ritual. At
It
this
works.
Point. It really
It really
does.
does.
It's a great.
It does.
Great warm up, and yeah, we had a few comments and questions coming in here. I suppose we could start answering some questions.
Sure.
So thank you guys so much for enjoying the song. This one says this is gonna blow my car up. I think meaning that they're gonna blast the song loud in the car. And some people were into the first album I put out, and there was a song on there called The Drawing Board. And that was the favorite, and now this is the new favorite, so thanks, Jocelyn, for that. And, yeah. So, let's see.
I love that one right there. I wish someone looked at me like Joseph is looking at you.
Well,
It's funny.
it's a special...
Oh, Dennis.
Oh, Joseph. It's a special vibe we have together being bandmates.
Yeah.
What's your favorite song to perform together? You go for that one.
You mean you and me, you mean?
Well,
Yeah,
yeah.
probably.
Well, with Toto.
Well, Angel Don't Cry was great. What else did we do? We sort of share a little bit of Goodbye Eleanor.
Yeah.
Which is great.
Yeah.
I mean, all the things that we share, I'd love to do.
Those are the.
You know.
But what just in general on stage? Those are the. It doesn't have to be something I sing.
Well,
Just
what
what's
am
something
I
like a
missing?
Favorite.
Well, what do you mean? Oh, I see what you're
Just
saying.
saying, what's your favorite song to perform?
To perform live? Well, I get asked this all the time in interviews, and the genuine answer is Africa, just because it obviously is the most popular Toto tune there is, but because of the way the audience reacts to it. It's also right at the end of the show, which means that soon I'll get to go and...
We're thinking about the
take some
pizza
breaths.
after the
Thinking
show.
about the pizza. No, but I really do love doing it. First of all, I love being able to sing David Paich's part, just because it's just a joy to be singing in that range, and just Dave, we love him so much. I try to emulate him, and then we're all singing on the chorus and everything, and the audience is just right with you. They're all on their feet. You could tell they all love the tune, and the song is sort of an earth anthem at this point. And it's exciting to be able to do that, it really is. But I love when you do your keyboard spot. It's a huge highlight in the show. I mean, there's lots of stuff we did, but Angel Don't Cry was fun when we were doing that back and forth. And also, I'll Supply the Love when I'm able.
when we split that one,
that's
it's really cool.
It's fun, yeah.
You hear the way our voices complement each other when we each take a verse.
Yeah.
It's like, whoa, Joseph does that with his voice, and I do that with my voice, and
Right.
it's very different.
Tonally, it's very, very different.
It's cool.
You've got a tone that's remarkably similar to the way, at least to my ears and some of the other guys, close to Fergie Fredrickson, who was in the band right after Bobby on the fifth album called Isolation. And you've got that just nailed. So whenever we talk about doing tunes from that album, we're so glad that we have Dennis, because he just nails those, and you get a chance to go out front and do your thing, and we love that too. And
It's fun to do.
Yeah, love it.
What an honor. So you reminded me when we were talking about Africa that it occurred to me at our last rehearsal is that I was showing Alex how to play the let's see which part was it. So there's the oh crap, where was it? There was a time in the song where you would not expect it from being such a heavy rock song, but I stole one of the Africa chords. Oh, I know what it was.
I'm telling Dave.
Yeah. And it's amplified. Paralyzing, amplifying. But I can't remember how it goes now. So
Maybe if you played Africa, you'd find it.
yeah, well, it's this chord. Rick Beato just did an entire video on
That
this
right
chord.
there. Okay. Yeah.
This?
Uh-huh.
And when I saw that video, it occurred to me, I didn't realize it, but the Toto isms seeped into my playing somehow.
Well, of course they did. You know, you
Yeah.
gotta play it every day.
And it's paralyzing, amplifying. That chord right there
Yes.
doesn't sound like it out of context, but paralyzing, amplifying. That's that exact chord. Serengeti.
Yeah.
It's the same chord.
It's a definite Paich voicing.
Who would know?
Yeah.
I didn't know until I did know.
The good news is that there's no publishing in a chord.
Well, in one chord.
In
right.
one chord, yes.
Yeah. Sorry, my dad's texting me that the focus is going in and out on the camera. We've got a low tech setup here. I guess it's kind of high tech, but there's always problems with high tech that you never.
Next time we'll get a proper camera
Yeah.
and
Get it to work
it's
better.
maybe if we just stay perfectly still,
Yeah.
we'll stop doing that.
It's part of the fun.
It is part of the fun.
All right. Well. Yeah. Which song from your new album would you recommend listening to first? What song from the Toto?
Sorry guys.
And
I'm
this-
gonna mute this.
This is a question we get a lot. What song from the Toto catalog would you love to play that you haven't had the chance to yet?
Got it.
So those are two questions. The song from my album I would recommend you listen to first would be
Surprise.
the
Yeah.
Surprises from Within.
Yeah,
The
I think
first
so
song.
too because it actually does kind of set the tone for like what's to come.
Right.
Because I hadn't heard that finished. You know what I mean?
Right.
And it really does. It sort of sets a tone, sort of sonically and everything, and with the drumming and all that kind of stuff you're playing. It's a good way to set the tone for the whole project. I think.
It's an obvious album opener. So I'd say that's a good first song. And what song from the Toto catalog would you love to play that you haven't had the chance to yet? Well, I really love the song "You Are the Flower," and we've talked about that.
Yeah, I've done that. We actually did that, and it was one of the most fun things to do. It's definitely one of my favorite Bobby tunes. You know,
That's the funny part is that the band did it right before
you came in.
I was in. Yeah, right before I was in the picture.
Yeah.
So I feel like it might be a while before that one comes back.
Not
but
necessarily.
I would love to do that
Yeah.
one. The other one I would love to do, but I don't think I can. I don't think I can convince the guys on this one. Fahrenheit.
Well, it's just you know what? It's just such a production.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And, you know, loops and stuff like that. And to be honest with you, for the live show, we try to keep it as real as we
Right.
possibly can. Just everybody you see on stage is playing. There's no computer stuff going on along with us. you know, when you've got all of these amazing players in one band and stuff, you want to hear them play. You want to hear the raw truth of the actual playing and stuff instead of a bunch of, you know, computer generated stuff. At least that's the way Luke feels. I agree with him.
Yeah.
It would be fun to try it, you know, just one time. I'm not sure if that song would really sort of hold up, you know what I mean?
Really?
Yeah,
I
mean,
great.
unless you knew the album and knew the song, I think that people would be kind of scratching their heads on that one.
Right.
It's a very sort of an homage to Michael Jackson a little bit, you know, back in those
Michael's
days.
big again right now.
Michael's big again, definitely right now. But I mean, I will admit that tune, because I'm a writer on it too. We were, you know, it was a little bit of not necessarily a strict homage to him per se, but that was the music that was kind of going around and going on, and also it just provided something different. You know what I mean, from all of the other stuff in Toto's catalog that came before it.
Definitely.
It could be fun. I doubt that we would be able to get a thumbs up all the way around. Something like that.
Yeah, and the whole,
because there's some other songs that sort of are loop oriented that I would love to do too, that we tried and kind of bailed on because they just sort of, you know, go along like this. At least when we're doing songs where everybody's playing and everybody is singing, and that is what you're hearing. The music breathes, you know what I mean? Tempos go up a little bit, they go down a little bit. Energy is, you know, dependent upon the how everybody's feeling, and you know, to me, there's something special and magical in that.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and there's so many more songs. The thing is that if we talk about all of them, then whatever the set list is going to be next year wouldn't be as much of a surprise.
That's true.
Of course, I just want to say I'm so glad to not be in charge of that.
Yeah.
Because it would be impossible. I'd have a million songs that I wanted. So it's fun to get the set list from you guys. Although I did whisper in Joe's ear something earlier this year, and while I say I'm the new guy. I don't have any.
You're not the new guy anymore.
Well, that's true. But I did whisper Hydra in Joe's ear earlier this year.
And that is one of my favorite things to do in the show. Again,
and now we do it.
I'm emulating David Paich, who sang that song, and you know, we adore him so much, and it's so much fun to sing in his voice, kind of thing. At least I try to. What other songs would you like to do out of the catalog? Anything else?
Could this be?
That could come back. That could come back. We've done that, you know, a couple times over the last 16 years. Until the end, we've done a bunch over the last 16 years. That could also very that's a great song live.
Some of my favorite Toto songs were done right before you guys were playing them. Right
yes.
before. That and Make Believe. You guys were doing them right before I came in. So
my choice would be something that the band's never done live. Most people would never know what it is because it was on an album that was not really one of the big popular ones. It was the song. It was a song of Luke's with Luke's lead vocal off of the Minefields album, which is 1999. I want to say is when that album came out, and it's called After You've Gone. And it's another one that would probably require some sort of computer stuff to go along with it, which is why I think Luke's resistant to it.
well, you never know because we thought that about Minefields, but then
He thinks that song would just lay there, but
we finagled a way to actually play it live.
And live, it may not, you know, come off, you know, as well as it does on the record. I just love that style. I love Luke's voice singing, and also the clustered background vocals really speak to me on that song.
You know what I say we have to do?
Yeah.
We should FaceTime Luke right now.
Sure.
And
Let's
see
do it.
what he has to say, chime in on this. Do you guys want to FaceTime Luke right now?
Yeah.
Let's see if he picks up.
Hey,
There he is!
What's up, dude?
What's going
What's
on?
up? Hey, we're live on YouTube right now. You want to say hi to the camera?
Oh, jeez, I should have done my hair.
Ready? All right, here.
There he is.
Hey, how's it going, man? Congratulations, Dennis. Love the record.
Oh, thanks, Luke. We love you, buddy. We're talking about you on the stream.
Oh, gosh, I hope some of it was good. I'm a horrible man. I'm sorry. Excuse me. Where
What are you guys doing?
Well, we're talking about, people are asking which Toto songs would be our. We're taking Q&A, and so people are asking which Toto songs we would love to do in the future, and we're just chatting about them, and Joe was saying.
Well, he mentioned one that I know we'll never do. Fahrenheit.
You know what? That was a technical.
Yeah, exactly.
That was like, Synclavier. Let's plug that in and see what it does. I mean, I'm looking at this thing going, why can't we just play this freaking song? But it was an experiment of electronics at a time, and that was coming to, everything was high tech, machines and everything. The MTV generation, if you will. It was mid '80s, I believe, '86 or something like that. And it was a fun project, man. But
it's a great song. You guys nailed it.
Do you remember that it was half programmed and somehow it got unplugged? This was before you could save anything.
Yeah.
It had to get done all over again.
I do remember.
Jeff had lost his mind detailing. At that time, it was the first kind of touch-sensitive samples. You know what I mean? So Jeff wanted to. Hating the thing, but at the same time going, if I'm going to hate this thing, I want to know what it can do. So he really took a lot of time figuring this thing out. And we cut a couple tracks with it.
Yep.
And that was the hardest, most technical one, as I remember.
I mean, man, for Luke...
I haven't heard that in a million years.
Luke, for what it's worth, I love it.
I mean, you'd have to do Pro Tools with that, and then what's the point? Are we a live band or not?
Right.
I think it's... Well, we were talking about other songs, too, that, that...
I mean, nothing. I mean, I don't know. To me, it seems like way too much work.
Well,
I would love to do, and we've talked about this before, is, one of my favorite songs just to listen to in my car constantly is After You've Gone, which is you on the Minefields album. That was
a fun track. That was a Beatle-y kind of thing,
Love that.
Yeah, I wrote that with Phil Sousson. And, that was a favorite. I don't know why we never did it. It just never felt right. I think we tried it once and it just didn't. The record was so huge. I mean, it was such a big production. Sometimes, trying to pare it down to a live scenario, you kind of lose the vibe of the song. Whereas a great record, it's not necessarily a great live tune. You know what I mean? I don't know. We could try it and maybe have a look.
Love that.
Do a different version. Like say, okay, we're not going to do the exact record, but if it's a good song, we could do a thing with it. I mean, the vocals were intense, man. Many, many tracks of vocals.
That's true. That's what I love about it, is that vocally and with the harmonies and stuff, it's just mind-blowing.
Beach Boys, Beatles, all that, Elton, the English overproduced stuff we love so much.
Right.
From our childhood, and just doing our version of that, and that's double drums at the end, like just crazy stuff. Trying to be George Martin Jr. or something,
That's it.
I think we'll always try to be that, at some point or another. We're always, all of us are like this as artists, though. We always refer to our favorite records growing up that influenced us and stuff. And we make even references to it when we're talking to fellow musicians on a session or even our own records going, it's a Beatle thing, or it's a Stones thing, or it's this. And you immediately know what that means,
Yep.
Yeah, well, exactly. The influences are there for sure.
I'm sorry about my dog, man. I was like,
no, we don't hear the dog.
We don't hear.
It's senior prom today, so we're having an event here at the house. Okay.
Oh,
that's great.
My pug dog's losing her mind.
Does that mean you're finally graduating?
No, I bullshit my way through school and graduated just for my mom.
Right on.
Actually, I should say my sister graduated twice because she did all my homework and term papers.
There you
I
go.
paid her money to do it.
Perfect.
Sorry.
You said it live on YouTube, Luke.
Oh, okay. Well, whatever. What are you gonna do? Take back my high school diploma? Oh, geez, that's it. My career's over.
Steve Lukather, ladies and gentlemen.
Hey, everybody. Hey, buy Dennis's record. It's really good. No shit. I'm serious. It's really good.
Yep. We're all on
That's
it.
so sweet. Yeah. Well, Luke, we're about to listen to the song that you played on, one of the two songs that you played on.
All right.
And this first one, Scare Me, which you were nice enough to do the guitar solo on, and everyone's about to hear it.
Was it any good? I don't remember.
Well, we're about to find out.
I'm teasing you, man.
Oh.
I'm having fun.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, people are coming over to my house right now. It's kind of hectic, but go ahead. What do you want me to do?
We'll let you go. You know
Yeah,
what
it's
I mean?
all
You
good.
go
We just wanted the people to get to see your face, and
I want to support, but like I said, it's my daughter's graduating high school. It's a big deal. Blah blah blah. Going to college, the whole thing.
It is.
So you picked an interesting day for me to
Luke.
be live on the air with everybody. Sorry.
oh, it's all good, buddy. By the way, this is
I would have worn my Dennis Atlas for President Speedos had I known.
Dennis Atlas for President Speedos coming to the new merch store. Here we go.
Alright.
Yeah, come on, man.
By the way-
creative these days.
Yeah, I want you to meet my friend Tyler. He's in my band.
How's it going?
Hi, Tyler. How's it going? Have we met before?
I don't believe so.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. It's another lifetime.
You've seen him in the music video. That's why.
Maybe that's what it is. Yeah, maybe that's what it is.
Yeah. Well,
I'm starting to lose it a little bit, man. You know, this white hair is not a dye job, man. I earned this shit.
yeah, you did.
All right.
Well,
Remember,
Luke-
it's always all my fault. Always remember that. If anything goes wrong, it's my fault.
Well,
Tell your daughter congratulations.
I will do that and say happy birthday to your daughter.
I will, and I'm a big fan of your
And
kid.
happy congratulations to Dennis on his release of this great album, man.
thank you, Luke. We really appreciate
God
you.
bless you, man. I'm going to go be dad, okay?
God bless.
Beautiful.
Take care, Brian. Have a good one, guys.
See
Love you,
brother.
buddy. Bye.
Bye.
That was Steve Lukather.
What a guy.
Yeah.
What a guy. That's it. You guys just FaceTime Steve Lukather.
That's right.
Whoa! It's a dream come true. It really is. What a guy.
So
What a
yeah,
guy.
Only the Children, Home of the Brave. I see.
We almost did Only the Children.
Well, we've done Home of the Brave.
We have done
Yeah.
that.
We'll do Only the Children again.
Okay.
Yeah. That was a good one.
I learned it, and we didn't do it.
I prefer Could This Be Love?
I
but both
prefer
are
that
great.
song too, I think.
I think both are great. Both work good live. I saw a question a little bit earlier in.
We just played it, and I already forgot to do it.
That's it. No, ba-da-ba-bum.
We played this live all over the world, and I already forgot how to play it. There we go. There it is.
That's it. I did see a question about a song called Mad About You that, yes,
Ooh.
I did write with Dave, and it was written like sort of, I want to say, after the production of the seventh one and maybe before the tour. So it was not like a finished piece that we would be doing live on that tour. And then I left the band, and so it just sort of sat around until that 20th anniversary record, I think. No, they did that on Minefields also, and with Bobby singing it. But I did go in and sing a guide vocal for him on that tune, and that is a really fun tune to do. That's another one I would pick to do live.
Mad About You.
Absolutely.
That's cool.
So I
There's a lot of them.
hope that answers your question.
Well, I don't want us to run out of time, so we're gonna keep moving with the album. And as promised, here's the song. Yeah, here's the song that Luke played the guitar solo on, and there's another one coming up later. But this is the first one he played, and this is the third song on the album. You guys ready for this one? Mm-hmm. This is "Scare Me."
Blasting roller coaster is glistening out loud. Man
There's Scare Me.
So that's you on drums?
Correct.
That's great.
I did my homework.
That is great.
I worked on him. It only took me 156 takes.
Is there anything you don't play?
Well, I could pull out my trumpet right now, and you'll
Show me
see
that you don't play it?
Well, I can show you that I play it very badly.
Yeah, but
Put it that way.
but that doesn't answer my question.
No.
What do you don't play? You can't play.
Anything other than the instruments we've just mentioned.
How about
So piano, guitar, drums?
a mouth harp? You can play that, right?
Is that like the
I
mouth flute thing? I could give that a shot. You know what's really cool is I got a couple of really cool instruments right here. I'm giving you the process of elimination. If it isn't one of the ones mentioned, then if it isn't guitar, bass, drums, keys, trumpet very badly, or one of these, I probably can't play it.
I
But
see.
we got a kazoo, and I actually did play this live in concert once. There's a video of it on YouTube. This was a $4,000 slide whistle.
Wow.
Right? I think we could use this in the show.
I hear every bit of the $4,000.
And it was well worthwhile, this investment.
Yeah.
It was I spent all my bar mitzvah money on it. So
Very good. I like it.
that's how this one came about. But if it isn't one of those, then I would probably have a tough time playing it. Like, let's say the sousaphone or the I don't know, what else is there? Accordions are really hard to play. I picked one up and went, wow, I thought I would be able to play it, and that is not easy.
When you had your bar mitzvah, I was 50.
Well, I was 13.
Yes, you were. That's great. So what do you have to say about all this?
I was gonna ask the same thing. Tyler's been sitting there looking pretty.
No, I'm just a fan. I'm just.
Well,
I mean, I love Scare Me. It just pumps me up.
yeah.
Yeah.
Feelings mutual. I'm your fan too, Tyler.
Yeah.
Well, I was gonna ask you of the songs that we've been jamming, we've been practicing. What's your favorite to play on bass, or to just play in the band?
I do love We Can Be the Future.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
So here a little. Can you guys hear Tyler all
Sorry,
right? You
let's just
lean
speak
in a
up.
little to the,
Yeah,
to the
yeah.
mics.
No, We Can Be the Future is a lot of fun.
Yeah. That is a fun one to play. And there's plenty of bass work to do on that song too, right?
Yeah. Like every section is like a song in and of itself.
Yeah. Well, you did a great job learning that one.
Go
Mike.
see games and you can see this guy at work, right?
That's true.
Yeah.
And that's the next song. In fact, let's go right in. You want to do games?
Do it, yep.
This is the one that Joe sang the low vocals on. Joe's Lows TM trademark. And maybe after the song we'll put you on the spot and you could demonstrate your low C sharp for the. Yeah. Are you guys ready? Here's Games. Games, track 4 on the album after Scare Me. Here we go. Games. Passing drugs around the studio right now. Either that or frozen grapes.
Love it. That was fun.
That one turned out.
Yeah.
So a few things. First of all, you just asked who was on the solo, who played that guitar and that riff that you heard just now at the end. Mm-hmm. That was, of course, none other than Bumblefoot, Ron Bumblefoot Thal, who also mastered the album. Trev Lukather mixed the album. Bumblefoot mastered the album. Bumblefoot did the solo on that song you just heard. He's the most ridiculous guitar player alive on planet Earth, and he just knocked it out of the park. Just unbelievable. In fact, that end bit there that you just heard, I wonder if I could pull it up soloed.
Well, I also see a question there asking if the low voices can be soloed.
Yes, it's funny you asked that because I
and in answer to a question I saw go by, yes, age has helped me with my range in terms of going lower.
That's what I was. Yeah, I saw that question. I was going to ask you that. So,
as a matter of fact, when I'm in the most in shape after like a couple of weeks on the road, it's actually stronger. My highs are stronger and the lows are stronger.
Lows are stronger too, huh?
Yeah, it's true. It's weird.
I want to see if I should have prepared this. I want to see if I have. If I go mixing, stems. Yes.
He does.
So.
And Bumblefoot, is that what you're looking for?
I think just for fun.
And these are grapes, by the way. Frozen grapes, which is the only sweet I allow myself these days.
If I go here and I go like this, I want to see if I can get this to play. Because
well, that's cool. I didn't know you could do that.
This is how I've been playing back these songs. Someone mentioned it earlier. They said, I like how he's playing the song from his keyboard. I'm just like I click to change the patches with my pedal. I put each song as a different patch. So it's just playing back in main stage. Now, I'm hoping this has the... Does this have the guitar in it too? Let's see.
How's everybody? Oh, here we go.
When you're lost in your illusion, searching for that drawn conclusion you have made, never strayed.
Now show everybody your low C sharp, Joe.
Never stray.
Is that ridiculous or what? The same guy hitting a high C sharp during the show. During Africa.
Sure.
That's crazy.
I had a good teacher.
So we got that. I gotta turn off the play from start. Play from current position. Let's see if I can do that.
Never strayed, staring deep into the mirror, yet not seeing any clearer. So you pray to be saved. When you tell me about your love, don't play. When it's far too late to turn back and too soon to make that nerve-wracking display, you betray. When you tell me
That's an insane voice, Joe. That's so cool.
play.
So, what I wonder is, did I put the guitar solo in here too?
What's that little bit?
This is the keyboard.
Oh, okay. Oh, also, you playing that arpeggiated
Right.
sounding thing, right?
Somebody said that it's either an arpeggiator or Dennis is really good. Well, guess what, guys?
Easy.
I'm a pro. Wait. Hold
Wow,
on.
impressive.
That's what the part is. And yeah, it's played for real.
Very nice.
I want to see if I have the guitar solo in here.
things have breached the surface. Quiet.
Because when you hear isolated, you hear just what an unbelievable player Bumblefoot truly is.
The shade.
Joe, you're on that chorus too. Here we go. Bumblefoot, ladies and gentlemen.
That's great.
At my door, desperate needs are craving more. 'Cause there's nothing left to curb the shame.
That's a pretty good blend there.
Bumblefoot.
Wow. Is that an arpeggiator?
No, that's him playing it. And that's the funny part is on the demo I just did something, on the keys and gave it to him thinking, well, who else is going to be able to play guitar like that? And that's what he sent back to me just right
Sounds
away.
like the Harry Potter Celeste part.
Is that- yeah. Well,
Great.
yeah.
What's next?
Well, let's keep moving forward. We got and by the way, that was Shannon Forrest on drums, which Shannon is on the next several songs. And when you look at here's the travesties. When you look at the back of the album, it says some of the songs featuring so and so, and it was just kind of a hand-picked selection. The names that were really big that I could put on the back that are gonna, like Joseph Williams, Steve Lukather, Marco Minnemann, that had special guest spots in the songs. Shannon played on so many songs that I didn't really find a place to put him as featuring, but really he's such a big part of this album that it was like, how do you even find one song to put featuring Shannon? That song really featured him, and the next few songs will too. He really laid down the groove on these next few songs. So, yeah. All right, next song is Instincts.
Conflicts rise in the body and soul. In my eyes, it's the non-ending goal. Rules aside, it's fate I can't hide. Wanting out of control. Instincts play in my head all day, and you know I cannot lie. Pray to God as I'm more at odds and confused the more I try.
I want to do that two-part harmony with you one of these days.
I feel my human instincts.
Yeah.
I'm a man that's hungry and I can't hide. I feel my human instincts, the animal inside. I'm a man that's hungry and I can't hide.
All right.
That's great.
It's a great song.
Great chorus.
Well, thanks.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that song is kind of a blend between... I knew that if I go real proggy, then some of the people who aren't really into prog might not get the album. And if I go too poppy, then prog people are going to complain and say it's not proggy enough. And that song, I think, is kind of a blend of the two, where it's like, it's a pop song, but it's got those kind of odd time signatures and
It's
things.
prop.
It's prop.
Yeah.
It's proper pop prog.
That's right.
Proper prog pop.
Or pog, but I think prop is better.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love that. That satisfies my prog
Good.
roots.
Yeah, well, we're starting to get a little deeper into the album, so I figure we'll start with the hard rock, straightforward songs. We'll get a little bit more experimental. This song also has Trev Lukather on rhythm guitar.
Okay.
And he really nailed that. I was trying to play the rhythm guitar part, that bam, ba-dum, ba-dum, ba-dum.
Yeah.
And it just wasn't happening when I was doing it. It just didn't have the thickness that it needed. And he knows not just how to play. He's got those guitar player, that feel, that
Yes.
guitar player feeling that he could put into it, and the power, strength, but also just his awareness, his knowledge of sonically speaking,
Yeah.
of how to dial in the tone and use technology. And he used some octavizers and stuff on the guitar. And I don't have a isolated version of it to play right now, but one day I'd like to put
What's
it out.
great is that it occupies this sort of mid-rangey place and stuff like that. He
Exactly.
does know how to do that. Did he mix this stuff?
He mixed all of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
So that
one of the things I definitely can hear. Sonically, it sounds really, really good.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really
Good
does.
job, Trev.
Yeah.
Yeah. Way to go. Yeah. And then
So exciting, we went out of focus.
yeah, exactly. All right. Well, I guess let's move forward. One more song. Well, there's several more songs. Let's do the next song. This is Different World.
Sacred power of majesty serenades my eyes. Angels fall on destiny tonight. Weightless feeling so sincere brings you into light. I can't breathe, but something makes it right. Gone from the zone of the real to another realm. This place that we know simply fades with the sense of your touch. Ashley comes from a different world away, somewhere up in the stars. And no one knows what it looks like quite that far. Someone told her to come down here to earth and tell us all who you are. And if you think you are worth it, well, you are. Blazing fire of victory takes away my fear. All it takes to know that we're not here. If I could in some big way bring you with me now, spend forever with you, my endowed. Born from the light of the world, from the mother realm, your face in my hands lets me know that I love you this much. Ashley comes from a different world away, somewhere up in the stars. And no one knows what it looks like quite that far. So think you are perfect, well, you are. Ashley comes from a different world away, somewhere up in the stars. And no one knows what it looks like quite that far. Someone told her to come down here to earth and show us who you are. And if you think you are perfect, well, you are. Sacred power of majesty serenades my eyes. Angels fall on destiny tonight.
Beautiful.
Well, thank you.
Gorgeous.
Yeah.
I'm sure Ashley, she heard it, obviously.
Well, she heard it. She loved it.
Did she
and
weep?
she reacted. It was a really, really beautiful moment. And what she heard, the demo version, which was basically just like this, just
Right.
not quite EQ'd yet. And she said, please just leave. I'm trying to get the camera to focus again. Oh, it's because I keep hiding behind the logo. Is that why? No, I don't know. But anyway, she said, please just keep it like that, piano and vocal.
I see, yeah.
And I was going to add a whole production, like, I Won't Hold You Back or something.
Right.
And she said, no, please just leave it like that. And then I played it for my friend Steve Bonino when we were co-writing Violent Power. And I played it for him and he said, leave it like that. And I said, that's exactly what Ashley said. He said, leave it just like that. I was going to add a whole production. He's like, nope, leave it just like that.
Yeah, I feel like that for its debut and for its original like recording.
Right.
Absolutely, I totally agree. But I would love later on in time
Right.
to hear a big, orchestral
It could work.
kind of a thing. Yeah, it'd be nice.
So it's such a funny thing, the lifestyles that we chose, being rock musicians, being
On the road and yeah.
well, all of that. But I was going to say just being in the public eye, which is something that I can only speak for myself. I think we enjoy it a lot. It's very fun having friends all over the world and people all over the world who care about you and talking to you guys and people wanting to know what's going on with your life. And this is what we do in music is we put our very private thoughts into something and sell it to the whole world to enjoy. So it's a funny thing because sometimes we have to put out things or talk about parts of our lives that we don't have figured out yet. And it's a very strange thing to say, but I feel like I should let my fans and friends in on this, is that Ashley and I, of course, were together for 4 years and during the writing and recording of this album, and now as I'm putting it out, we're not together anymore, which is weird and confusing and strange to think about, and a very strange thing to say publicly on a live stream. It's such a private part of my life, but I put it in the song, and it's really, I think that the song isn't even so much about the relationship as it is just about this beautiful human being who inspired this work, and it really is like it just came from another place, which is why I called it Different World. She came into my life and showed me this magic.
It's great.
That we get to experience in life. I'm tearing up thinking about it,
Yeah.
and the song was really a reflection of that. So a lot of the credit really does go to Ashley, and
Of course.
and just So that's about all. That's about all I can say about that right now.
It's the ones that have the most, effect on us.
Yes.
that get songs.
That's right.
You know what I mean? For me, it was Pamela.
Yeah, exactly.
That's right.
I think they should be. Never say this live on a live stream. I think they should be getting residuals from these. They should be getting the. No. Oh, okay. No, never mind. We didn't say that.
Not gonna happen. But lovely tune, really.
Well, thank you.
Yeah.
And yeah. Well, you know what I want to do right now? Sabrina, are you there? You send me a link, and we're going to FaceTime Sabrina real quick because she did the album artwork for this album and so much work when it comes to the marketing and the music videos for this too. She's such a, much like Tyler here, just supporting the entire cause of this whole thing. Sabrina has been such a rock in this whole process, and much like you guys, all the Toto guys, just helping me make this happen. It doesn't happen without our friends, and I want to give Sabrina a shout out because she did so much more than just making the album cover, working with me through the merch and through the music videos and.
Is she the cartoonist?
Yes.
Wow.
And it was her idea to do this live stream today. So,
by the way, I want one.
You're gonna get.
I want to be a cartoon character.
Yeah, send me one over email, Sabrina. She just texted me. Yeah, absolutely, yeah. Joe. We'll get you a shirt. I thought it would be funny. I needed to have one shirt that doesn't have my name or logo on it so that I could wear it, because it'd be weird walking around with my name tag.
True.
But if I walk around with this, then it's funny. It's like, hey, I look a little bit like the guy on my shirt. This is kind of suspicious. This is kind of like, wait a second. Exactly. So yeah. So we're gonna get an email from Sabrina here as we're at kind of the. We were actually at the side A, side B flip point of the album. So that was side A, and now we're going to have a quick. Well, and let's answer some questions. Why don't we? While we're waiting.
All right.
So we got some cool questions here from Instagram. Favorite TV shows and favorite foods, favorite colors. This is from Chloe Wilcox, 1978. She wants to know favorite TV shows, favorite foods, favorite colors.
Wow.
You got a lot of favorite TV shows. I know that.
Well, I go back a long way, so that would make sense. And, television was coming into its own and very big, around the time I was a little kid in the 60s. So there were tons of them. I mean, geez. I mean, it's hard to think of anything, but I love that television has gone more towards almost like little movies, like a little series of movies where they basically put way more into the production and give you maybe 10 episodes. When I was a kid, it was like 28, 26 episodes for a series for a season, and to have to churn that out and stuff, that's quite a bit to do. And as time went on after the 60s, you could see, compared to some of these things where they pour more into the production and do less episodes, you can see the difference. You know what I mean? You can tell the writers are in there going, oh, what are we going to do this week? It's a huge, commitment and a very stressful one for some of the writers in the old days. By the time I was doing music for television, a full season was 22 episodes, so it started coming down, coming back. That's for network television, and network television I believe still does up to like 22 episodes per season and stuff. But I'm a big fan of the shows that exist on the other streaming platforms or in slightly earlier days, things like HBO and Showtime and that kind of thing, before streaming became a huge thing. So I'm like a big Sopranos fan,
Mm-hmm.
A lot of those great HBO shows. I did really enjoy all the Game of Thrones. I thought that stuff was great. There's a new series called, what is it called? I'm blanking on the name, but it was great, and it'll come to me in a minute. Severance. Yeah, Severance is a pretty interesting show out there. There's a lot of really good ones. I love Seth Rogen's show that he has right now, where he plays the head of a studio, sort of this inept, studio head, where he greenlights movies. He's that guy way up on the top of the totem pole, but then he goes to visit sets and knocks over lights and sort of gets in the way and that kind of thing. So that's fun. There's so many to choose from. It's hard to decide, you know.
All right, we got a one-word answer for this one. Favorite color?
Me?
Yeah.
Blue.
Blue? Okay.
Yeah.
Favorite TV shows? Favorite color? Favorite food?
Again, there's a lot of TV shows. I'm a huge David Lynch guy, so Twin Peaks.
Twin Peaks,
is right
great
at the
show.
top.
Okay.
Great show.
Especially the return, his last season that came out 10 years ago. Beautiful.
Beautiful.
It is like an 18-hour movie.
And David Lynch himself was great in that season.
Oh, he's awesome.
Yeah,
You know,
he's great.
rest in peace. You know, I love The Sopranos too. Like The Sopranos is probably one of the most impeccably written TV series in history. And then like when I was a kid, I've loved Buffy the Vampire Slayer and Angel, so good genre TV. So and then Breaking Bad's awesome, you know. So all the above.
Cool.
Favorite color? I like blue, red.
We got
black.
two blue, red, black. Okay.
I'm a blue-red guy.
And favorite food? Tyler can eat.
I love food.
This guy works out hard, and then when he comes over, and I'm like, "Hey, we got some steak. Hey, we got some burritos. We got some leftover chicken." He's like, it's gone before you even see it. You wouldn't even know it. This thin, well, I mean, not thin, but this ripped guy sitting right here. He can chow down.
I do. I love food. I just love food.
So, what's your favorite food?
It goes my mom would always make great Italian food. So
Yeah,
like
that's a
spaghetti,
good answer.
meatballs, chicken parm.
All right, I'm gonna go favorite food: fettuccine alfredo with sushi, and I'm gonna go.
Fettuccine Alfredo with sushi.
That's my favorite food.
Wow.
I'm gonna say my favorite TV show is Rick and Morty,
Yeah, I love Rick.
and my favorite color.
Puce.
I think it's like a turquoisey, like with the color of this light over here.
Yeah.
Like the way my logo looks that Sabrina made on the album cover. That's a good color. That kind of turquoisey blue. That's fun. That's a fun color. All right, let's see if she can say hi to everybody real quick. Guys, Sabrina gave me she drew a dragon on a piece of paper, and it ended up backstage at a Toto show, and Tina handed it to me. Hey! Sabrina! So...
Love your work.
Oh, wait. Sorry. There.
You're back.
Love your work.
Hello, Joe.
Hi.
She's a big fan. She was at our Toto show in Germany. Say hi to everybody.
Hi. Hello, everybody.
She's the mastermind behind everything you see. Everything you see here. This young lady right here, she nailed it all. And she drew a I was telling them the story that you drew a dragon, and it ended up backstage. Tina handed it to me, our crew lady, handed it to me, and said, someone in the crowd wanted you to have this. I was like, what do you mean they wanted me? I was like, this was 3 shows in for me. I was like, what do you mean someone wanted me to have this? And it was an amazing drawing of a dragon, and it just said Sabrina on it. Mm-hmm. And a little while later, I got a message from Sabrina here saying, if you ever need album art, let me know, because I'm an artist. And I was looking at her page going, oh my God, this is all amazing. She had drawings of all of you guys on her website and stuff. I hired her to make the logo, and I hired her to make the album art for another album I was working on. And afterward, I put 2 and 2 together. I was like, wait a second, that dragon from a girl in Germany named Sabrina, that was from you. And it took me way too long to put that together, but I did. And here she is. And
There she is.
what do you have to say, Sabrina? Was it fun working on the album?
Well, what can I say? It was like the best thing ever to me. Like, not even a matter of asking. Like it was literally like such an honor and such a fun project. Like I'm such a gigantic fan of the music myself, you know, like when I first listened to it, I imagined the album cover for it and everything, and I went like, I'm gonna make the album cover for that music. Like, only later I would find out that basically most of the Toto guys played on it too. Like, that was mind-blowing. But in first place, I was like, wow, this music is insane. Like, yes, best job ever. And thank you wholeheartedly, Dennis, for this opportunity, because I'll be forever grateful for that, because wow, still not over it.
Sabrina, you are amazing. It was such an honor to have you on the album, and
I want to commission something. I want next time we take a really good band shot,
Yeah.
a Toto band shot, is to basically do like the Dennis character kind of thing for all of us. You know what I mean? In that format, like it's just a full shot. Because it would be something that we could use that would be great. Because they already
Totally.
have those ridiculous cartoon
the
T-shirts
shirts
of us
yeah.
and stuff.
But
which are
we've
fun.
had a lineup
and
change
and
since
they're,
then.
right,
So.
and they're fun, and I love them. They're all great and stuff like that. But it would be very cool to get this like little superhero vibe going.
Oh,
You know what
yeah.
I mean? It's kind of cool.
It
So
would be insane.
So
I
we'll-
would love to do that.
we'll make that happen.
That would be a dream job. Just like the album cover. Just another absolute dream job, Joe. Thank you for yeah. A little bit speechless, but okay. I'm fine.
Very sweet.
Okay.
And Sabrina's also a great musician as well, which I didn't realize at first. She's a singer, and piano player, guitar player. She's got a Luke guitar even,
Nice.
so she's serious about it.
That's
So.
true.
That's great.
Well, Sabrina,
Thank you.
good idea today on the live stream. Say hi to everybody. And
Oh,
you are so amazing at what you do, Sabrina. Thank you. Thanks for the amazing album cover. We could tell you listened to the album when we look at the album cover because it's got the vibe of the album. And
that's the most important thing to me when you said that. Yeah.
and the logo and everything else. So, way to go. And
All right.
all right, we'll talk soon.
Yeah, we'll talk soon, and hey, have a great day, you three.
Will
Great
do.
to see you.
Love
Great to see you.
Bye, Sabrina.
you. Bye, bye.
I love her. She's
I
the
love
best.
one of the comments says, "Yes, Super Luke." LOL, like superhero.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Super Luke.
Yeah. One more question, and then we'll go back. We'll have several more questions, but we'll do one more question and then go back into the songs, and then we'll finish the questions off. So one more question, which is when you return to Argentina, we love you.
When will we return to
Yes.
Argentina?
Yeah, I left out the word, but
Not sure. Probably next year.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Next year is the beginning of our whatever it is, 1.5, 2-year cycle to celebrate the 50th anniversary of Toto. So starting next year, we're going to be going everywhere on the planet that will have us, pretty much, is what we're looking at. And so we'll be back
hopefully
there
next year in Argentina. We did play Argentina this
Recently.
past year,
Yes.
just a couple months ago, and we did play it in 2024. So we've played twice now in
Right.
my 2 years in the band.
That's right.
So, and I'll answer another question while we're on the topic. Is I have a ton of family in Argentina, which you met a whole bunch of them.
That's right.
And every time we play there, or both times we played there, I have a ton of family who all want to come to the show, and I'll make it out, and that's really fun. So someone else asked me if I have family there. Yes, a ton of family. My mom's whole family comes from Argentina. Half of the cousins still live there, and half of them still live here. And there's a lot of cousins.
That's great.
So
Well, we want to go down and see him again.
that's right. We
Yeah.
will. You guys are my family, Argentina. Love you guys.
I saw a question earlier on there that asked what was the most difficult Toto song to
Yes.
sing live.
Go ahead, Joe. What
Well,
is
it's
it?
not what maybe people would think. It's that we did a song on the Fahrenheit album called "Somewhere Tonight,"
Yeah.
and believe it or not, even it's not a screaming high thing. Those aren't
you do some
necessarily
amazing-
hard for me. But that song, which is a sort of a mid-range vocal, but pitch-wise it stays pretty much like
Right.
sort of the same thing. That can be the most difficult thing for me, especially when things are wordy.
Sure.
Like the verses of "Stop Loving You."
Right.
That takes some lung capacity, and you got to also pay attention to how much air you have left, and also pitch wise, like I said, it sort of hovers around the same pitch. The stuff that does this,
It's actually easier.
it is, yeah, I love to do that. Or
Yeah.
the real trumpety high stuff, that's not.
When it stays above the break.
Yeah, but the
When it's right in the
true
middle.
answer to that question is it depends on the day.
True.
You know what
Yeah.
I mean? Because when you're on the road, you're at the mercy of climates. You're going from town to town. There's different climates. As singers, we have to do everything we can to not get sick. You're at high elevation, you're at low elevation, you're in humidity, you're in dry weather. It's like, different, and that can be like one day apart. So, sometimes something is easy for me as Rosanna, which is normally not hard at all, but some days it's a little bit more challenging for whatever reason, especially at like higher altitude, because it shrinks your lung capacity. What about you?
Well, that song, Somewhere Tonight, yeah, that's one that I would point to as one of your most impressive vocal performances on the album. It's like, that's where you could point to, this guy's a serious singer, and it shows on that song. Hardest song, you know what the hardest song, when we were doing, we were doing With a Little Help from My Friends, and Stop Loving You pretty close to each other in the set, and singing the high harmonies on those, because they're long notes.
John
and
Anderson.
Yeah, and at the time, we were keeping the high harmony throughout the song, even though it's not throughout the song on the album.
Right.
And recently, we've changed that to make it more like the album. But I can't stop loving you. Time passes quickly. That's harder than any of my lead vocal stuff.
And that's John Anderson on
Of course,
on the record,
right.
who did it with no problem.
Sure.
Not to take anything away
No,
from
I
him.
know.
He has one of those like high...
Unbelievable
he
voices.
speaks like this too, so he's not going very far from
Right.
his normal speaking voice.
But he's powerful with it, and
Yeah.
it's incredible. And but doing that, and then the "Bye with a little help from my friends," I was like holding out these long ooh. Then my voice was starting to like that takes some what do you call it, stamina.
Yes, it
So
does.
the stamina stuff is harder for me than
That's
hitting
right.
a high note. I could hit the note, but it's sustaining it throughout a song.
The stamina stuff, that's all you need to say. That's exactly right.
Yeah.
So...
Well, we're going to do the next song. We're going to flip it over to side B. And this is actually, we just talked to Sabrina. I think she mentioned this was one of her favorites on the album. And this is Relative Fiction.
One fateful night, while reading through the black on the white, engulfed in one bite, I was taken by the creature inside. I sat there in starvation, but the pages tasted good, and their lives there were so different than all I understood. Jump through the spine, we have to find the ultimate right turn. Not going right while working overtime. Clearly defined. To one point in sight that threatened all I knew to be right. I scored them with all of my might, but my standards had been changed overnight. I sat there in starvation, but the pages tasted good, and their lives there were so different than all I understood. Jump through the spine, we have to find the ultimate right turn. Not going right while working overtime. Clearly defined.
Some
nice D's.
Yeah. So a lot of people ask what that song's about, and it really has to be about what it's about to you when you listen to it.
Yeah.
Because it is relative fiction.
I love, you got a comment there says some 1980s love there.
People say it sounds like the 80s. I don't hear it. It doesn't sound anything like the 80s. What are you talking about?
It does.
I'm just kidding.
It's got a vibe.
I know.
It's got a vibe.
It's definitely got the 80s vibe.
Which I love.
Yeah, well, me too.
Yeah.
And I embraced some. I got into some '80s bands, or at least I started appreciating some '80s bands I didn't really know or appreciate or get before. Which again is just part of that relative fiction thing, because that's someone else's world, and then I was stepping into it. And literally, I would say that like the song can be about many things at one time. It starts a character, a guy is reading a book, and he gets sucked into the book, and suddenly he's inside of the story as one of the characters.
Love that.
Which to me was a lot like listening to rock music and 80s music growing up. 70s music.
And in the 70s when we would have these great double albums with all of the artwork right in front of you while you're listening to the record.
Well, guess what happened to me? I was doing that one day, and poof, I landed inside one of the 80s rock bands that I was listening to.
Right.
I got sucked right into the album, and now I'm hanging out with all the Toto guys.
And suddenly the whole world looked like this.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It did. It does.
Yeah.
So
it's great.
Yeah.
It's
what
like
was
Ready Player One.
What was it's relative. What was relative fiction from one side is now relative reality, and then the other side is fiction.
It's cool when that happens, doesn't it? It happened for me too when I was 26 years old and got to join this particular band.
So we were the same age.
We were the same age. Were you 26?
I was 26. Yeah.
Wow, it's been already.
And the same age that Todd Zuckerman was when he joined Styx. He told me when I.
You did get a comment that it reminds them of Styx.
Good.
Yeah.
Styx was my favorite band. Is my favorite band. Growing up, that was all I listened to. So.
Dennis, what's your favorite song from your album?
Oh gosh. I'm really a lot of the time I answer this question, I'm really digging Save It for Tomorrow, which is the second to last song we'll be getting to in a second. But I'm really relative fiction it's happening too. Mm-hmm. It's hard to make a choice. They're like everyone says it. It's like your kids. How can you choose between kids?
Sophie's Choice. You ever see that movie?
No.
Oh well.
Meryl Streep.
Go Meryl Streep. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a little bit of a downer, so I'm not even going to go there. But she has to choose between her children in a very horrible situation.
Ooh.
So that's basically
not good.
What that means.
Well, that's what I'm having to do right now. Hopefully not as bad, but
mine are games and so what's my favorite song from Dennis and Tennant? Liberty Man is definitely one of my absolute favorites, but I love Dennis and Tennant just because it's so completely all over the place. Yeah, exactly. No, that's Black Dahlia.
Well, yes.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Right. Black Dahlia's great. I love Black Dahlia. The song Dennis and Tennant is just all over the place and was so much fun to produce, and I love this guy Stephen Overton, who I co-wrote it with, and he's playing the guitar stuff on there, and I love his tone, and it was really fun. But if I had to pick an absolute fave, it would probably be World Broken, which is at the end of the album.
Yeah. That's a good one.
Yeah. So on your album, Games, and on my album, Liberty Man.
Liberty Man's a good one.
The fave from this person.
I think my favorite is Black Dahlia, closely followed by Liberty Man.
Cool.
Yeah.
Nice.
Well, cool. All right, we're going to listen to the next song, which features Steve Lukather on guitar, and I credited him as a writer too, although he won't accept it. He says, he says, "Don't do the paperwork for that. I don't need your money, kid." So it was very sweet of him. But he did actually. When you hear it, you'll understand why I gave him credit. Is because it's much more than just a guitar solo. This is a significant piece of this next song, this instrumental track called. You know what? Before I do want to mention that last song, Relative Fiction and Violent Power, were co-written by my good friend Steve Bonino.
Nice.
And he also came up with the title for this next song. When he heard my demo of it, he said, "That sounds like Candy on Mars." And I said, "Yes, it does." And that's going to be the name of the song. So here is Candy on Mars. Steve Lukather, ladies and gentlemen.
Very cool.
Thanks.
Yeah.
So I had a million chances and tries and stops and starts to record that bass line on this, well, I'll grab it in a second, this beautiful orange bass. But I wanted to ask Tyler, so you learned that song to play it live with me, and what was your thought? Were you like, is it intimidating learning a bass line like that? Like I said, I had a million chances to do it. You got to do it all at once in one go.
Absolutely, yeah. The first time you hear it, oh my god, how am I going to learn that?
Well, you nailed it. So how did that process go?
Yeah, it's great.
One part at a time. You know,
Yeah.
Just repeat and repeat, essentially. Yeah, listening carefully and.
Were any of the parts here? Let's grab the. I want to grab the bass.
Sure.
So, were any of the parts like, guys? This is the beautiful orange Ibanez bass that I found at Guitar Center, and I said, "That's it. That's the sound of the song." So, were any of the parts like once you actually had to play them pieced together one after the other? Were any of them like nonsensical when you actually had to put them in a row to play them?
I don't know. I wouldn't say nonsensical. It flows.
They flow together to play?
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I was worried about. Is it's like if it made sense to do piece by piece. But...
Absolutely. The one part, because like in the one section, that part on the album, it has like that octave verse. So I'm always trying to.
Right.
I'm putting that on for the live section.
Well, and that's pretty cool too. Trev added that octave as he was mixing the album. He can't help but have his producer mindset and make more decisions than just simply the mixing.
Yeah.
So he added that octave. But Tyler here is just having no problem with it playing it live. So
That sounds awesome.
props to you. All right, we're going to do the next song on the album. This is When the Monster Attacks.
Feeding on confusion. Anxious children are his prize. Preying on delusion. We're pressured to believe these lies. Mutilating people right before our eyes. There's a monster running loose, and you'll support him if you're nice. What if I told you that nothing is wrong and you're trying to fix perfection? Making a lifetime patient of you. They're selling you misdirection. The day that you wake up and realize you're gone, they lied, there's no going back. So worth it now to embrace who you are when the monster attacks. They're scared to admit to your face that they know that the devil's molesting you, feeding you visions of life without shame if you just change these things about you. What if I told you that nothing is wrong and you're trying to fix perfection, trying to get a vote out of you? They're selling you misdirection. The day that you wake up and realize you're gone, they lie, there's no going back. So worth it now to embrace who you are when the monster attacks.
What's up, Gabriel?
Someone who's trying to fix your problems has the same problems himself. Someone who's trying to take advantage figured out something to sell. Someone who's trying to rip your heart out knows what you've gone through as well. Someone who's trying to break the cycle won't invite the friends to hell. He offers you escape today, a mighty fortress built with lies to shelter you from seeing truth, where pain cannot exist inside. Avoiding all the chaos that tarnished who you are. Long ago in vivid memory, you tried to kill but still can't hide. I'll be there. If I could, I would be there for you. What if I told you that nothing is wrong and you're trying to fix perfection? You can be broken, I'll be there for you. You've never lost connection. One day you will wake up and realize what's wrong, and no one's kept you intact. So worth it now to embrace who you are when the monster attacks. I'll be there for you if you choose. I'll be there for the real you.
What a production that whole song is.
Well, so a lot of people ask what the story behind that song is, and my dad was a bat mitzvah, wedding DJ. So he DJ'd a lot of parties, and I would go and help him out as a kid a lot. Sometimes anniversary parties, stuff like that. And I would watch everybody dancing around to these songs, and I thought with this song I was trying to make the best possible bar mitzvah dance song. I think of it kind of in the vein of Party Rock Anthem by Black Eyed Peas or by LMFAO. That's kind of the vibe I was going for on that song, or like I was saying, Katy Perry. I was thinking it's kind of along those. Mm-hmm. I could just imagine a lot of kids hopping up and down at a bar mitzvah.
It's very
singing.
theatrical, and somebody mentioned it there. It's got a little bit of a Broadway vibe.
Yeah, that's
happening,
true.
You know what I mean? Sort of a literal kind of thing. You know, great. Yeah. You've got a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
It's a wide album.
It's a wide album.
Wide. With a D.
Yes,
yeah.
got it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's got some different stuff on it, that's for sure. I think that might be one of the more polarizing songs on the album. It's either people's favorite or they're like, I didn't get that one.
Like, huh?
Yeah, so it might take a few listens or whatever, but I definitely wanted to have one of those songs on the album that just went this is definitely a part of what I do. And
Yeah.
I wanted to tell the story.
Great.
Tyler was saying, can't wait to play this one live. So
Yeah, live it'll be very
It'll be epic,
interesting
right?
and fun to play. Yeah,
it's got a lot
absolutely.
of parts.
Very cool.
Very fun to sing and just pour my thoughts and heart and emotion
That's
into,
right.
into the vocals.
It's very dramatic, very theatrical,
And that's one of those.
and shows your mind off a little bit. You know
A
what I
little
mean?
bit.
Yeah, it does. It's
Yeah.
great.
Well, thanks. All right, so this next one is probably... Oh, and you know what? Before we do this, someone asked... And then we're going to play one more song and answer all of the questions. And then do the final song after that. But real quick, before we forget this one, someone asked... I got into an argument with my friends about Liberty Man, Joe's solo song, for those of you who don't know, because they were saying it's in 6/8, and I was listening to the subdivisions, and there are 9 of them. It made me feel crazy. LOL. Do you remember whether the song is in 6/8 or 9/8, Joe?
It's mostly 6/8. Dun, 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 dun,
Want to be free.
dun, yeah.
But
Yeah,
what
so
about
it's
the
12/8. You know,
the
what we would
verses?
call it. The verses. See. I think they're 6/8. I can't really remember. I'm trying to go through it in my head and figure it out. But you're right. There are a lot of changes there. There's a lot of subdivision stuff. The one that has the most
Denizen.
is Denizen Tenant. Yeah, it's all, like I said, all over the place. And by the way, just to respond to what somebody said, I Love Never Saw You Coming Too. It was that song that spurred the whole album, that started the whole thing and got my juices going.
It sounds like kind of a first song that was written. Was it?
Well, it was the first few pieces of it were the first thing that I wrote.
Sure.
It was not really finished until many of the others were
Got it.
there.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
So here is
Anyway,
yeah.
back
That's,
to-
no,
yeah.
this is what we're here for. I'm finding out all new things about you too. This is great. So, all right, we're gonna do. This is what I answered earlier. Is possibly my favorite song on the album. Warren Ham is on it, and Shannon on drums, and I think the rest of it is me and Shannon also. I mean, Warren also plays shaker on this song. So he came over to play the sax part, and I said, wait, there's a shaker part I need you to do too. So you might notice that as well. But yeah, here is Save It for Tomorrow.
Blinds and shades insulting to my rays. A place so lonely as I liked the way that you just shut me out.
This one you could really hear the Toto influence. Like the guy who grew up on rock music and then learned some Toto songs.
Where the sun won't shine. Save it for tomorrow when it's bright outside.
Are you ready for it, guys? Are you ready?
Vines and frames with rooftops throwing shade. They've made, but never shall you fade. You've played, and you will not regret. Gone in another time. If I could get there, I'd be fine. Lost where the sun won't shine. Save it for tomorrow when it's bright outside. Don't waste my time. I need you out of mind, and it hurts me. Don't waste my light. I need you out of my sight, but it hurts me.
Amazing.
Ah,
There's
good.
a-
You like it?
That's a real meal.
Yeah,
You
exactly.
know?
Well, so something as I was listening to that, it occurred to me that I could explain it this way. First of all, I also forgot to mention Greg Fillinganes does some of the extra keyboard bells and whistles that you hear throughout that song. A lot of that was he added that. You know why I think this feels like one of my favorites to me is because it contains a certain element that reflects the dynamic in our little ensemble. In our Toto thing, which is from my perspective, which is you know when you have the older brother and the younger brother and the like the little kid who's wanting to be part of the cool friend group with the older brother, and I had that growing up because I had an older brother, and is always kind of tagging along and saying I want to be there too, I could do that too. Well, my brother had a band when he was 16 or something, and they were into hard rock and metal and stuff, and I was like, I want to sing in your band. I want to play with you guys. And he's like, you're like 9, you can't sing metal. And I went, yeah, I can. Listen. And then I would sing an Iron Maiden song or something, and of course it sounded like this little pipsqueak voice 9-year-old kid singing Iron Maiden trying to be metal. Well, here I'm playing with all you guys and these guys, Greg and Ray and David Paich. There are these serious jazz chops, serious jazz knowledge on the keyboard and on their instruments, and Luke and all you guys. And I'm coming along going, I could do that too. And that's this song, is me pretending like I know those like I know those jazz chords and having fun going. And it's my version of it.
Yeah.
And when I showed it to Greg so that he could add some keyboards, he's kind of like laughing at my decisions on the 6th chord and this thing and that thing.
Well, one thing this really shows is it's very obvious how much fun you're having doing this. You know what I mean?
Fun.
It really is. And it's like a meal, like the is like your appetizer. Then you
Right.
got the meat and potatoes in the middle, and then the little swing thing at the end is the drink after dinner.
Yeah. Luke said that was my Dennis Michael McDonald moment.
That's right, Dennis.
But don't waste my life. So there's Save It for Tomorrow. All right, so let's answer these Instagram questions because we just I think surpassed the 2-hour mark on this thing. So I want to give people what they asked for, and we could kind of speed round some of these. What's your favorite song to play Sing with Toto? We answered that. For Joe, as you wear sunglasses on stage, and this is from guitarpianobass.vocals. That's the name of the user. Mm-hmm. For Joe, as you wear sunglasses on stage, do you have an all-time favorite
Pair of sunglasses?
Yeah.
Well, that changes from time to time, but there is a pair that I bought on this last tour in the U.S.
Yeah.
A pair that I found in Omaha, Nebraska.
Great. Of all places.
Yeah, at one of these stores that was it was called the something Emporium. This little store that just is filled with everything you can possibly think of. They had like T-shirts and toys, but they also had samurai swords and costumes and rings and jewelry and knives and brass knuckles. I mean, it just was all over the place. And of course, they have a bunch of sunglasses, and I found a kind of a round pair in there that are very silver and mirrory and have these like flaps that go down on the side and stuff. So I've been wearing those the last couple of shows that we've been out. So right now they are my favorite.
I'll have to pay attention to that. I really like this question. So there you go, guys. There's the sunglasses. That's
question.
I like that.
Yeah.
I really appreciate and like this question. Someone asked, "Will you have My Magical Wonderland available to order on CD with the principal drop?" So My Magical Wonderland is the name of my first solo album. And right now the answer to that is not yet, and there's a reason for that. I'm very flattered and glad that you asked that question because I'm very proud of that first solo album that I made. But what's happening is that album is actually getting a full reboot, remix. And with the new remix, there's going to be new packaging and all of that. So when that's ready, that will drop a little bit later on, and I'm very excited about that. But that's why that is not for sale yet on the website, because I'm actually out of the original 100 copies or whatever I printed of that first version of the album I made in 2021. My first album ever, though, which was with a band, Initiator, that is available on the website. But my first solo album... not yet, but it will be. But thank you for asking that question about My Magical Wonderland. Will Toto record a show in 2027 for the 50th anniversary? And then they even added in Netherlands, where it all began. Will we record a show?
Very possible. I don't have any details to give you on that, but I think that it's probably inevitable.
I sure hope so.
Yeah, no, I think we will.
I would love that.
Not sure where, not sure when, but I think it's inevitable, especially with this particular group of guys we have right now, which is really an exceptional band. So
strong.
Yeah.
What did you think of your show in Puebla that we just did?
I thought it was pretty darn good for 7,000 feet up.
Yeah.
I thought it was pretty darn good. What do you think?
What stood out to me in that show was just the enthusiasm and the volume of the crowd.
That's true. Well, that is definitely true. That's something you can kind of expect when you go down to Mexico, South America, those types of places. The crowds are insane. Europe too. Believe me, I'm not going to leave anybody out. The audiences are always amazing.
They were on another level.
But part of that is how huge that was.
Yeah, it was 25,000 people.
Yeah, it was crazy.
It was incredible. This is my favorite question. Can you guys get Simon Phillips back? See, they think we don't really read these things.
Sure.
Well, see, the problem is...
I'll tell you what I can do is get him to call me. No, I love Simon, and he and I are great friends, and I got to work with him as a guest in the band back in 2007 and 2008, and then he came back in 2010, 11, 12, 13, and it was a joy to be on stage and doing Toto stuff with him, and he's just a remarkable player. He played drums on Liberty Man on my album, Dennis and Tennant, and he's, really exceptional and one of my favorite drummers, and an absolute great guy. I love hanging out with him. And, he's so busy and so happy doing the stuff that he's doing nowadays.
Yeah, right.
So you know, but who's to say?
Well,
that's the way I look.
I was going to say, is it okay? I was going to tell them that what actually happened was when Shannon unfortunately stepped down recently, they did give Simon a call, and he said, "Well, I'd love to, but your new keyboard player, your second new keyboard player, Dennis, I just don't like him."
No, I don't get it. I think that's what he said.
Oh, I don't get it? Yeah. Well, he doesn't. He had a problem with me and just thought,
Right.
I would, but just that Dennis guy, I can't.
That or he said
can't be around him.
He's a fantastic player and an amazing singer. I just don't like him.
Yeah, that's what it was. So sorry guys, but you know what can I do? You can't please everybody.
We'll see. You know, he's still a great friend. And one rule about Toto is that once in, never out. Really,
everybody
you know?
comes back at some point.
At some point, you
Or
know,
guest spot or
we
something.
we try to remain close with everybody, so that you know when the time comes and it's right for everybody that can happen. So we'll see.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Yeah.
When Toto returns to Europe? Question mark. When will Toto return to Europe?
I believe next year.
Good.
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah. I'm itching to go back there. It's been long enough.
What
Love
kind?
it over there. Sorry.
Yeah, no, I do too. I've now gotten to go to Europe twice thanks to
Greatest
these guys.
fans, greatest places. You know, as an American, the way things are here, I feel like I kind of got to apologize, but we love it. I love it over there. Can't wait to come back.
What kind of games, in all caps, do you play? You can't see it on the thing, but what kind of games do you play? In reference to the song "Games," I think.
I see. You?
Well,
Are you a gamer? Like a non-online
you know what?
gamer?
I never was really into video games. I was always bad at them, and I was busy doing music and other stuff, so I kind of always sucked at video games, just like I sucked at sports. But everybody knows how into roller coasters I am, so I did have Roller Coaster Tycoon 3 on my computer,
That's cool.
which was incredible, and I could play that all day long. And I also liked Ratatouille on the Xbox. That was my game.
What about you?
I wasn't a huge gamer either. I was usually doing music.
Yeah.
There was a lot of fun nights with my good friends, like staying up and watching them play games, like the class Super Smash Brothers and Tekken. Recently I played, or not recently, like more like 6 years ago. The last game I played was Death Stranding, Kojima, which was really beautiful. It's like a movie and video game.
Oh, cool.
So I feel that's probably like the best video game
Modern,
I've played.
impressive
Right on.
video
Yeah.
game. You ever play video games or any games? You play pickleball or
Well, sure. I love
Backgammon?
I love pickleball. I love backgammon. I am a chess backgammon.
That's right.
Chess backgammon. You know, gin rummy kinds of things. I love to play solitaire when we're on an airplane or something like that. But video game wise, Pong. No, I'm kidding.
no?
However, there are some little game apps and
Yeah.
stuff, and one of them is where you bounce a ball and knock out the little pieces.
Yeah.
You know, and sometimes it can get up above and go. It's very somehow satisfying to me.
It is.
But no, I'm a chess guy.
That's right. Well, and I also for the audience they fun story. We were playing solitaire while waiting to leave for the Puebla. Were we waiting to go home, or were we waiting to get picked up to go to the gig?
It was probably going to the gig because remember we had that delay
Yeah.
for the plane.
Right.
It was during that. Is you thinking?
No,
of that?
when we were in the hotel
Oh.
waiting to get picked up to go to the
Oh, okay. Yeah.
like
yeah.
in the van.
I see.
And Joe was playing solitaire, and then I said, "Well, if I sit next to you and we play solitaire together, it won't really be solitaire, will it?"
That's right. Duo-ater.
We were playing solitary.
Solitary. It's a David Paich reference.
Okay. How did Toto invite you to join his band? How about you go first on that?
Well, we were looking for somebody that, and it was a hard thing to find, at least the way we felt about it, because we needed somebody who could do all of the synth keyboard players, but we wanted somebody who could play them. You know what I mean? As opposed to the what it takes to sort of program all that stuff. It's more than anything just sort of a pain for the keyboard tech that we have and stuff, and also technically and stuff. It's a little bit more cumbersome to set up and all that kind of stuff. So we were looking for somebody who had the chops to be able to play all of the synth sounds and also knew their way around changing sounds and all that stuff. The other important thing is we were looking for somebody who could sing. We were looking for somebody who I could do stuff with, but was really solid. For singing all the various backgrounds that Toto has, because there's a ton of them, as you know.
Right.
So that was it was a tough bill to fill, and the way it happened was Lukather, who's also a very close friend of Bumblefoot.
Yes.
Of,
Sorry, let me
of
turn off the
Ron's.
buzz.
Sure. Very close friend of Ron's. He was the one that pointed us in your direction.
Yes, that's right.
So Bumblefoot, yeah.
Yeah.
And I think Luke pretty much every night says that.
Yeah, he says thank you to
That's
Bumblefoot.
how he found you.
Yeah, well, yeah. What a pleasure and what an honor.
And it was a thrill to get you, and we could not be happier with your vibe. You're a great hang and a sweet person and an unbelievable player and an unbelievable singer. So we got the good part of this deal.
Well, that's a heck of a lot nicer than what Simon Phillips had
That's
to say
true.
about me on the phone.
Well,
Now he's going to hear this and think that, no. It's pretty obvious when we're joking, right, guys?
we love Simon.
Yeah.
And Simon
I've
loves
never
you
met
too.
him.
Yeah.
That's cool. But I was actually wondering, I
will.
thought you would...
You'll meet him.
Oh, that'd be
Sure.
great. But I was wondering, how did you join the...
Oh, is that what they were asking?
Well, it just says how did Toto invite you to join the band, and you
Well,
could go to either one. How were you
I
invited?
knew all of these guys long before there was a Toto. So Paich's father and my father were colleagues when I was like 8 years old. I mean, so we've known their family forever. I met Lukather in 1974 when I was 14 years old. So I've known him forever, and he was playing high schools with his band, and I was playing, I took over for the singer in the high school band when I was in middle school, or junior high, as we used to call it. And so we would cross paths that way. My brother was briefly in a band with him, and we also grew up with Mike Landau, who's a childhood friend, who was one of Luke's best friends, and so we crossed paths that way, and known him forever. Piccaro's father played in the orchestra with my father's, couple of my father's scores. So we certainly were aware of their family, and I think they were aware of me. Certainly aware of my brother, who's a drummer. Joe Piccaro was my brother's drum teacher.
No.
And so there was all of that connection, not long before, but before Toto, even existed as a band. And I was when they made their first record, I was 17 and 18 when they put it out. So I was immediately a huge fan because I knew them all and loved them and everything. And the vocals were incredible. And Kimball was definitely a vocal hero for me at that time. All of the above. And I didn't really think about it at all until I remember when Bobby split and Fergie came into the band, just because I followed the band. A mutual friend, when Jeff was trying to, it was certain that they were looking for somebody else after Fergie left. A mutual friend suggested, "What about Joe?" And they were like, well, "Maybe we'll bring him in." So I went in and did I guess what you would call an audition. Mainly, they wanted to see if I could cover the Bobby songs live, the big hits.
Right.
Most of it was just a great hangout, because we all knew each other, and so it was a sort of a getting acquainted again with guys that I knew in my childhood, that kind of thing. And I think that they were drawn to the fact that I was I wrote songs and I had some solo albums, and a lot of my solo albums were also very heavily influenced by the Toto thing. And I know they were also looking at a bunch of other people to maybe take the gig, and I believe that it was Jeff Piccaro who finally decided, no, this is our guy. And that was how I sort of when then he called me after a couple of weeks after that first sort of rehearsal vibe thing and said, "Okay, you're my guy."
There it is.
Or he said, what did he say? Something along those lines,
You're the guy.
You're the singer, or something like that.
You're the singer.
Something like that.
Oh, I thought I was going to be the guitar player.
And I got the gig, and then I never worked so hard in my entire life. I learned much more and how to be a real singer, recording
Well-
with David Paich on the other side of the glass, because he was
Right.
a terrific producer. And in those days, there was no computers, so we had 2-inch, 24-track
get it
tape,
right.
and you had to sing every note. There's no tuning, there's no nothing.
Wow.
And it took a long time, and learned a lot, and got a lot stronger.
Well, that leads us to our next question perfectly. James Paradis or Paradise? Paradis says
Paradis.
Paradis says, any advice for aspiring vocalists to keep their voice healthy in rock music?
Well, you give us your thoughts on that, and then I'll tell you my thing.
I think if I have advice for a singer to get going, I would say sing a lot.
Yeah.
It's actually kind of the opposite of what some people think. They think, I gotta protect my voice. I sang for 5 minutes today. I gotta stop now. Oh my God, it hurt. I think you have to sing a lot to get comfortable with your voice and learn all of the things that it does. And if you do it consistently, that'll work. Absolutely take lessons and advice from different people. You might gather different things from different sources. At least that's what I did and do and continue to do.
Yeah.
But it really, you have to do it a lot because it's really a coordination muscle. So just as much as it's like building the muscle, it's also just getting the coordination down between the different things that your voice does.
That's exactly right.
So if you do it a lot, it works. But as far as keeping it healthy, I think like you said, you mentioned the difference between dry and then humid, dry and humid. I keep a little humidifier with me on the road. So anytime it gets too dry, I got to turn this on. It's my computer, it's not the phone. When it gets too dry, I definitely like to have that humidifier near me. That definitely keeps my voice healthy. Because a couple of the times where I went for something on stage and went, oh, whoa, it's not there. It was right after we were on a dry airplane ride or something for a long period.
time. So. I would say that's absolutely true. Like anything, if you want to get better at something, you got to do it a lot.
Yeah.
My dad used to always say to me, just make sure you get up every day and write at least 4 bars of music, and you'll become a better writer and all of those things. Same thing is true with singing. Same thing is true with playing. I know Lukather, even at this point in his life, still practices every single morning. He's very dedicated to that. Singing, absolutely right. You need to sing a lot to get better at it, but you need to have at least an idea of like what to do and what not to do.
Right.
Because a lot of people will try to get good by singing a lot and hurt themselves.
If it starts to really hurt, then you
you
stop
of course.
and give yourself a break and be gentle on yourself.
You got to remember that singers take their. Look at that! It's zoomed in on us for no reason at all.
Yeah, that happens sometimes.
Does it? Okay.
I gotta get a second new laptop. I have to use my old laptop for that, so I can use my new laptop for
I see.
main stage. But it does this weird stuff sometimes. I'm not sure how to get it to undo that.
What's the knob do? Is there a knob up there?
It's confusing thing. I might have to unplug and plug it back in.
We could talk in like this. Okay, he's unplugging it. That doesn't change our streaming, does
No.
it? Okay. And we're coming back online. I'm seeing blinking. I'm seeing things happen. Please don't leave us, people. Say, da 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 dee 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 da. There it is. That's
back?
Yep, it's back. That's better. Where was I? I was going to say that singers, unlike musicians, people who play an instrument, we're carrying our instrument with us wherever we go, and we're using it pretty much every time we talk.
Yeah.
So you have to be careful of that. Yes, you want to sing to get better and strengthen those muscles, but you also, especially on the road, need to know when to stop talking. You know what I mean?
After the show,
exactly.
Once you've been singing a lot and you sang 2 hours,
I had a vocal.
then stop using your voice.
I had a great. And somebody else is asking, how do you decide to sing a particular parts of the song? Do you decide before the tour, and how does it help you to stay incredibly consistent? And so, there's an answer to that question. The first thing that I did, especially when I came back in 2010, is I went and sought out a great teacher who gave me an entire education into the anatomy of this whole thing, what the vocal cords actually are and what they're made of, and how these muscles are really what's doing all the work. And just like people who are naturally talented at gymnastics or naturally talented in athletic ways and stuff like that, when you hear a singer that just sounds naturally perfect and can move all over the place, that's the equivalent of that. That's like somebody who understands music and pitch and all that kind of stuff, but has a natural gift the way like an athlete would to be able to do what they do. I myself had to work a little bit harder. I'm a little bit less of a natural athlete, and so in 2010 I found a good teacher, who showed me first of all what I was doing right, which psychologically really helped me. He had me bring in albums, Toto albums from back in the day and all that stuff, and pointed out where I was doing the things correctly so that I could go, oh, I know what that is. I can connect with that, and that helped a lot. And then he showed me the things I was doing wrong and doing poorly, and the things that like helped me to hurt my voice and occasionally lose my voice, especially back in the day. It still happens though, by the way. In answer to one person's question, if we're in the middle of a show and stuff, there are certain things I go to keep from injuring myself so that I can be as consistent as possible and be as close to 100% for every single show, because everybody who pays money for tickets deserves the band to sound at their very, very best, considering that we're all human beings and, like I said, climates change and circumstances change and all that kind of stuff. So you get kind of what you get, but you have to do what the very most that you can do to stay as consistent as possible.
We are pretty reasonably consistent.
We are. I had to mature as a person to really sort of get that message and learn that. Again, a teacher was a great help. He taught me how to do some of the things I do with a little bit more of a narrow thing happening with my voice, which allows me to sing up top without so much damage. And sometimes when I'm a little hurt and stuff, I go to those things a little bit more often so that I can at least consistently get notes out so that it sounds right, or at least close. I call certain notes money notes. It's those songs where you gotta hit them right.
You gotta hit that note right,
especially on the big hits and stuff like that. So I'll lay for those notes, as they say. You know what I mean?
Well, and what people probably don't realize is Joe's voice, your voice, is really loud.
Well, that's the other thing is that I'm singing really loud. I mean, if I just like
I have to cover. If he's gonna sing right now, I have
to turn away my head. I go, like up there. That's how loud it is, and
voluminous.
And I learned how to do that on purpose because I was felt like I was taking over for Bobby Kimball.
Right.
And Bobby is one of those guys that like his voice is deafening and
really
in the room. Oh my God, deafening. I did an album with him and Bill Champlin and Jason Sheff and Bobby and we were doing some background stuff. And, me and Bill are, on the mic with Jason and stuff. And Bobby had to be like, 4 feet back in order to get any kind of a blend. So yes. So and then the other thing when you're on the road, number one thing, and this is not necessarily always in your control, is that we as singers have to do our best to not get sick.
Yeah.
As soon as you get, like for me, anything in my chest, and then I sing with the infected fluid in the chest, I can hurt my voice.
I will say something about that, which is that personally, I love meeting people all around the world. Everybody that comes to our show, they're all friends to me. It's like we're just sitting, hanging out with a bunch of our friends, 10,000 of our friends, and playing some music. I love meeting everybody. If you're talking to me and I go like this, it's not because I don't love you, it's because I don't want a whole bunch of strangers breathing on my face right before I'm gonna do 10 more shows. So we love meeting you guys, but don't breathe so close to our face that we can smell your breath and get your saliva into our nose and mouth and get sick for the next show.
And also, I mean, back in the teens, in the 2010s, we used to do this VIP thing every single show. And 50 people at a time would pay the little bit extra to come watch the sound check. And then after that, we would go and we would take pictures with everybody in a line. And then we would go sit down at a long table and sign stuff for them.
Yeah.
And we were always getting sick. We were just always,
I wonder why.
You're clasping hands with people. They want to lean in, all of that kind of stuff. Taking pictures with you.
We got, hey Joe, what do you think about James LaBrie from Dream Theater? Now, I'm not sure if you're very familiar, but James LaBrie is one of my all-time favorite singers. He inspired me so much as a vocalist. Have you ever heard any of their stuff?
By name, no, but I'm sure
I'll play you some.
He would play me some, and
Yeah.
and just if the way you talk about them, then I know I'm gonna love it.
Yeah, it's
I know I'm
good
gonna
stuff.
love it. Yeah.
Okay, and then someone asked about Ray and I splitting keyboard parts. I'll answer that very quickly. Most of it is Ray is covering the pianos, and then I'm covering all the other stuff, the horns and synths and organs and all of that, for the most part.
In an orchestral way, you would say that Ray is in the David Paich chair.
Yeah,
And Dennis is in the Steve Porcaro chair.
exactly. What's you? We kind of answered that already. Oh man, what did you feel the first time you talked with Steve?
Lukather?
Yes, I'm sorry. I'm laughing because I know how Luke would answer that.
That's true.
What did you feel? Well, I didn't feel Steve the first time I talked to him, but you feel really you feel really good talking to the guy. Very entertained. He's not really like anybody else
That's true.
you've ever met. And this question is from I'm sorry, I can't pronounce the name. I don't want to butcher your name. I'm sorry. But it's very entertaining talking to Luke because he's been an entertainer and a rock star his whole life. He doesn't know anything else than that, and it's
And
he does not have a shred of or let's put it this way, he's completely just full of confidence.
Yes, he is.
And,
He's also one of the
100%
things I love about him is that he's one speed. He's Luke, no matter
Yeah.
what situation he's in. He doesn't change his personality or the things that he would say off the top of his head and
Well,
stuff.
yeah,
really for
some of those-
anybody.
He'll say it on stage, and we'll go, "Wow, okay."
Yeah, exactly. And also his sense of humor, that thing we know as
Yeah.
as the unique Luke sense of humor. Since I was 14, he has not changed
same
at all.
thing.
Nope.
What? We get a lot of what is your favorite Toto songs, or what songs would you like to play? But I guess we've answered a lot of that. But what is what's most difficult? You know what? Real quick, what's some of our favorite Toto songs? Not necessarily that most of them were we're asking songs to play live, but just in general. Mm-hmm. And someone asked on Fahrenheit and Seventh One in particular. Mm-hmm. Are there any
Fahrenheit
favorite,
and Seventh One in particular? Well,
favorite Toto songs, not necessarily live specific, just in
I'm
general.
partial to Pamela because it was a co-writer with Paich on it. It was actually about a real person who was a girlfriend of mine, a short-lived relationship that was very, very intense, shall we say. And as I say to the audience every night, my psychiatrist says I have to sing this once a day, just to keep my mental
It's such
health
a great
straight.
song intro. I love that every night.
So
Changes a little from night to night too.
I'm partial to that one. I also love like Home of the Brave and those tunes and Only the Children. I mean there's a bunch of them. On Fahrenheit, I think probably my favorite thing is Till the End.
I agree. I think that's my favorite song of that. Okay, two more. Oh, three really good questions, and then we'll do.
And if you want a great laugh, go find the Till the End video.
Oh, I had a good laugh knowing you guys, and then watching the video is so much.
Especially
it's
all
very
these
rich.
years later.
It's like those are those guys.
Yeah,
it's great.
It's so goofy.
Okay, I like this. So what? Where did this start? How do both of you, being from different generations, feel about the advent of AI and what it might mean for songwriting, music production now and in the future? And this is from Kate.
Well, I don't love that people can just, use AI to write original songs that are just, sort of created by, an artificial intelligence. There's something very precious to me about, the humanity of sitting down and writing a song and making the words about something that means something to you, or, you know what I mean? I don't know. That's just how I feel about that. The other side of the coin is I think that, artificial intelligence can help us in things like medicine and also in in engineering for things to help us in the future in terms of our climate and all of that kind of stuff. So it's like it's good and bad. I mean, do I want them to be able? It scares me a little bit that they're going to be able to make more of themselves.
Right.
That's a little weird. But in general, I'm not an anti-AI guy. Let me put it to you that way. But in terms of the music business, I still lean towards the human side.
Well, so yeah, my answer is kind of, it's like, I'm not super entertained by it. I think it was interesting the first couple times I saw a picture that was made by AI, but then when everything starts looking like that, it's kind of like, oh, okay. I mean, you kind of get numb to it after a little while. Mm-hmm. And I describe it like if people using AI to make music, and yeah, you can do that, but it's kind of like, I got into this because I like doing it, so mm-hmm. It's kind of like buying a Lego set and then hiring someone to build the Legos for you.
Kind of, yeah.
Didn't you buy it because, it's when I do that with my hands, how do you
undo it?
Well,
just lean in and we'll...
Yeah. It's kind of like if you hired somebody to do that, isn't that the part that you wanted to do? I enjoy making the music, so I don't really get joy out of having something else do it for me.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest with you, if I hear a piece of music that AI did, and I really like it, it bums me out to find out that it was AI.
I get it.
You know what I mean?
I just think when I listen to music, I'm looking for something that's new and different anyway. So if I hear it and I go, well, this sounds like everything I've heard before, fine. I don't have a problem with it. But
and I also,
AI is generally going to be more of that because it's based off of everything that exists.
I also am not a fan or... I'm about AI being something in songwriting or music that gives you ideas and spurs you on to ideas. There's nothing wrong with finding inspiration anywhere you can or whatever, but to me that's too easy. You know what I mean?
I use it more for I think I have conversations with ChatGPT mm-hmm. and get it to make me consider things or other perspectives that I wouldn't have otherwise considered, because it can only reflect to you the perspectives of everybody else in the world who already exists and has. That's true. So it can kind of open your mind to other things.
I'm older and come from a time before there was any of that, cell phones, and all of that. So if I want some sort of advice or enlightened thinking or whatever, I go to my 94-year-old father
that'll help.
Who still, I don't know how, has the mind of a much younger person. He's still as sharp as a tack, and at his age, he just seems to know about so much.
Wow,
he really does. So instead of ChatGPT, but from time to time he will ask me to ask ChatGPT something. Seriously,
ask the machine.
No, he either ask the machine. Now it's can you consult the Oracle?
Can you consult the Oracle?
Yeah. Exactly.
What do you want to chime in, Tyler? As far as AI.
About AI, I really haven't given it that much attention at this point.
I think to people who are enjoying their life, they don't think that much about it.
I definitely think, why should it be doing the creation and taking creative responsibilities away from creators? I feel that's the beauty of creation. I would love it to do my dishes.
Right.
That sounds great. But otherwise.
Oh, that's coming.
Well, I think if anything, it'll force people to be creative because it can do all of the menial jobs for you. So now you can't really do those anymore. There's a machine to do it. I mean, you can, but you're going to find that, in order to do something productive with my life, I got to do something that AI can't do.
That's right. Somebody asked a question on here that AI put Bobby's voice on a Fergie track. Yeah, and it says, what do you think about that? What I think about that is this: it's not Bobby.
It's not Bobby.
Right.
Yeah, you could. That's like saying if I painted a sushi roll to look like a steak, would it be a steak? No.
What I can guarantee,
bite into it, it doesn't taste. It doesn't taste like Bobby when it's
right.
Just because it has the sound of his voice. That's not how Bobby would have sung it. It has nothing to do with it.
I'm blessed with having a very good, over the years, a great friendship with him and working in the studio with him and all that kind of stuff. And I can guarantee you that whatever the AI had Bobby doing on this Fergie track is not what Bobby would do.
No.
If you were in
It's
the
like
room
those
with him.
embarrassing pictures of you ever scroll on Facebook and you see like, it'll be someone like Keith Richards or some really famous rock star and they're holding a sign saying please listen to my music or whatever it's saying.
Yeah.
And it's just someone came up with that.
Right.
Or what's your favorite Rolling Stones or Led Zeppelin or whatever song? It's like that guy would never be holding up a sign asking you.
Yes.
It completely mischaracterizes people. You got to remember AI is not the person.
I also want to throw out that everything we're saying and everything like it here are just opinions.
Yeah, it's
So anybody who's out there who has a different feeling or a different opinion about everything that we're talking about, absolutely, completely valid, and don't hold it against us. We just want you to come see us play and listen to our music and hope that you enjoy it as much as we do making it.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
That's a very good point. And with that, what do you guys think is your most unconventional or unique place to get inspiration for songs? Do you tend to cross mediums, like looking to art, film, literature, etc.? And that's also from Kate. Two very deep, good questions from
Yeah.
Kate.
Mm-hmm. For me, film, definitely. I mean, relationships are always a great thing because your relationships bring up like
Yeah.
a lot of emotions, and I think great songwriting comes from emotion. You know what I mean? I think some of the songs that I like the best in music, just in general, are ones that you can tell the songwriter is really feels something for it, as opposed to just kind of, well, I got to write this today. That kind of thing.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I get inspiration from everything. You get inspiration driving in the car and seeing a guy and a girl walking down the street that look, incredibly in love, or
Yeah.
whatever. Or you
That can be
see a
inspiring.
beautiful human being walk towards you. That can spur, on something like that. Or a lot of places, everywhere.
Yeah. My inspiration is from roller coasters, as you heard on track 3.
That's good. I get inspired from orchestra music too, from a lot of, I mean, I'll listen to like Beethoven and stuff and go, oh, what if this, I don't know.
Absolutely.
You can find inspiration everywhere.
Yeah,
Anywhere.
I've found a lot of inspiration in music that I would say I don't like, in quotes. Like music I thought I didn't like, and I don't mean inspiration like, oh, I don't want to do that. Not inspiration of what not to do, but I will actually find things that I love about something that maybe overall I would have said I didn't like that song or I didn't like that band. And things on this album. I mean, there's absolutely things where I was listening to something going, ugh, how could anyone listen to this? And then I start answering that question. Oh, I see what they like about it. Oh, I want to put that in one of my songs. And yeah, you could get inspiration from all kinds of things and musical genres, that's for sure. And then I like Alex's comment. Alex Mello is in the room, who
Is he?
is our phenomenal keyboard tech and also just an amazing musician in his own right.
Absolutely.
And he says, you see, Dennis, the thing with AI.
Yeah, no, we can't do the show, the production, without him.
Yeah.
He's one of those guys. It's just a fact. And we love him. He's like the best at his gig. All of it. I see a question on there asking me if I've ever gotten so sick that I wasn't able to perform a show. And, that kind of thing. In the old days, that meant cancellation. Since we got him, the show can go on, and it's actually been done.
It happened once.
It happened once, and Dennis sat in for me. Maybe a couple of things were pulled out of the set or something.
Well, it was a 90-minute show that night.
It was a 90-minute show, so that made it easier to be. The truth is that Warren and me are the only ones that don't have to be there.
Well, that's debatable. But I have a funny story about that day when people ask me about that.
Sure.
It was my 9th show, I think, in the band.
Mm-hmm.
And we were in Norway,
Mm-hmm.
and they have some tradition where they set off cannons or something first thing in the morning. So I'm waking up to the sound of cannons being fired.
Right.
Thinking, whoa, what is that? Oh my God! I'm in Europe for the first time, and I was like, my parents telling me, be careful, and I'm alone in my hotel room. It's 9 a.m. and boom! These things are going off. Bang, 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 bang! I hear this knocking at my door. And I get up, and it's Luke and you.
Yeah.
And Luke says, Dennis, emergency situation. Never turn your phone off on tour. That's a rookie mistake. I've been texting you and calling you all morning. And I'm going, oh my God, what's happening? Luke's got a little bit of a fever, and we need you to sing some of his songs tonight. Joe's got a little bit of a fever, and we need you to sing some of his songs tonight. I'm like, yeah, man, it's all good, okay. Yeah, it's fine. Sorry, I had my phone off because I was sleeping.
I think I at the show after that, Tom, I think I did, and just sounded like a frog.
No, you sounded great.
And then the next night, it wasn't happening.
Well,
you know what I mean?
Whatever. Yeah, you sounded, the shows that you did, you sounded good, and it was kind of a precautionary thing.
Right.
And so, yeah, I sang some of those songs that night, and what I said was, I'm sure you'll be covering for me one day.
Absolutely. I mean, if you need me, I'm always there.
Well, and then you did.
But that's right.
Because then I lost my voice one of those nights, and you sang my song in the set, All Supply.
That's true.
In 24.
That's true.
There was a show where that happened too.
It does happen. I think the main thing about skipping a show like that is because if I'm singing on top of an already injured thing, it can make it so much worse. You can lose more shows. So it was only one on that run. But it does happen. That's why the important thing is to not get sick.
Yeah. Well, and that goes back to that question of how do you take care of your voice on the road. Two things.
Yeah.
Like you said, don't sing on an already injured voice.
Right.
Give it a day to rest.
Yes.
And then, two, have multiple singers in the band.
That's right. Like I said,
the bands that have multiple singers have singers that last.
In the old days, if I couldn't sing, it would mean a cancellation. Now, and Luke and I thought of this when we found you for sure, and the guy who was right before you.
Yeah, Mags was
having
incredible.
Warren, having Greg,
right?
Having now Ray, who also is a great singer and stuff. It's because we didn't want to cancel any shows. It's we don't want to do that to the audiences, and we don't want to do that to our own business. That's probably the selfish reason, but it's true. So it's good to have people that can cover you and stuff, and the most important things to think of out there is try your best not to get sick, which means no hanging out unnecessarily. My vocal teacher told me once, look, it's impossible not to talk a little bit. So if you're going to converse before a show or behind, days off or whatever, speak in a lower, softer tone of voice. You don't have to push so much, which means not going to places where you got to talk over people like this. That's the worst thing you can do.
That is the worst.
And then the other thing is that you have what's critical is good, natural, full sleep.
Yes.
It's really important. Restorative sleep, which is sometimes difficult when we're traveling on buses as many hours as we do. But for me, just at this point in my life and stuff like that, I got to get good, natural, sort of healing sleep. Yeah.
Huge. And that second to last question.
Yeah.
Who is the first to go to bed on the bus after a show? Any bus pranks? And that's from
easy to answer. We all know that the first person who goes to bed is Luke.
Always.
He's like clockwork.
He goes to bed and poof, he's down.
Yeah, even if it's like a 3-hour
Don't
drive.
wake him up.
Yeah. Even if it's a 3-hour drive, and he sleeps and he gets up, and we go into a hotel or something like that. Yeah, Luke. And bus pranks. The bus is where you really don't want to prank somebody. You know what I mean?
But has it happened?
Well, I think it's happened in the old days. I can't really specifically remember a thing, but to me, knowing Luke and knowing Jeff when he was in the band and stuff like that, that would be like a big no-no on the bus.
Yeah, bus.
Because everybody's trying to,
you don't really have anywhere else
do
to
the
go.
best that they can to sort of get rest and,
be conscientious and
yeah, like in the old days, there was a lot of big drinking going on the bus, a lot of hanging out and all that kind of stuff. And just to the people that really don't want that, which is me these days, it can get pretty annoying.
I do have a prank though. It was pretty funny. Not on the bus, but we were at a show in Europe, and Luke saw that there was a bar of soap wrapped up in a box or something, or wrapped in like a plastic wrap, sitting on the catering table or the hospitality table.
Yeah.
And he thought it was funny that it was sitting there. So I was eating some crackers over on the other side of the room. He says, "Oh, here, kid, try this. This is some fresh European cheese or something. They have this here. You probably haven't had this yet. It's really good."
Right.
And it was a bar of soap.
Yes.
And I'm starting to cut into it with a knife. I'm like, wait a second, this isn't cheese.
Right.
So, hasn't happened on the bus yet, but there's a backstage.
You would have
prank.
laughed harder if you had taken a
Oh, it
bite
would have
out
been
of it.
great.
Yes.
That would have been phenomenal.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, and very last question. This is a good one to end with. Dennis has told us a lot about how much he's enjoyed working with you and everything he's learned from you, Joe. Oh, wait. I thought this was asking me, what have I learned from Joe? What have you learned from him as a young musician? Well, we could do it both ways.
Sure.
What have we learned from each other, playing with each other? And that could be for all of us. What have we learned playing with each of?
Well, one thing that I don't know if it's necessarily like learned because it's something that I knew, but what you've definitely reminded me of is how lucky and blessed we are to have this gig where we get to perform. I've always loved performance my entire life, and over the years and stuff, sometimes you forget about how much you love it. And you always have this demeanor and stage presence that absolutely is undeniable. You can't deny that this guy's out there and loves what he does. And it reminded me about how much I love to do what I do, and it's helped make my shows better.
Wow, that's a true honor. Well, thanks. And I will say that. Okay, well, I was going to say that what I learned playing with Joe is he's not just... See, Joe's the lead singer of a famous rock band, and he does not act like that in the general sense of the of what would you call it, of the caricature of that. What's the word? The
I know what you mean.
yeah.
They probably
The stereotype of that. Joe is the most down-to-earth, coolest, nicest guy you could introduce to your friends, and you would never know that by hanging out with him, the kind of success and musical impact that you have. And it's one thing to go into a situation like this and say, okay, well, I'm reaching some level of success and I want to maintain being the same kind of person and know that logically, but to have an example to look toward and say that's what it looks like to do that, the kind of guy who can hang out with his friends and still be the same guy, that's what I learned from you, Joe.
Very, very thoughtful, and I
Yeah.
appreciate that very much.
Yeah. And Tyler.
Yes. We love
And
that.
Tyler, I learned from you a lot of... It's a similar concept of the kind of personality that it takes to really enjoy playing music. Kind of like what Joe was saying, but also kind of like what I was saying to Joe, is that to be playing with someone who's really doing it for the love of it and puts in the work and the effort, and you could just see the enthusiasm in your eyes, it's very inspiring to play with you for that reason. So, you too, Tyler. Yeah.
And what have you learned from him?
I mean, where do I begin? Yeah, I mean, you got me to start singing.
Oh, yeah.
Like seriously, or to really work on my voice in a band context. You know, my background is playing in I studied orchestra in college, and with you is the first time I felt like I was actually in a real rock band, and it meant a lot to me because that's what I want to do.
That's cool.
So to do background vocals and sing in a rock band and to be professional, and it has opened my world since I've moved to California. So it means a lot.
Ah, no, absolutely. Well, you're great at it, so
Absolutely.
glad
Which
you're
leads to this last question that I saw on there,
Oh, okay.
which is Dennis going to do any sort of live touring as an artist with your
Yes.
record and stuff?
The answer is yes, of course, and that's the entire goal with this whole thing. And Toto has a very nice touring schedule where we're very busy, and then we have a good chunk of time off the road every year. And this is what I want to be doing, is playing my music live and hanging out with everybody and enjoying this music together. And there's no confirmed plans for it at the moment in terms of live appearances booked or anything like that, but that is all in the works, and we've been here in this studio as a band working on it. And who knows, Joe might show up at one of those shows.
Absolutely will. Poke my head in. Excuse me. And if you have not seen this guy perform live, his performance chops and stage presence and stuff is phenomenal, and you will enjoy it. Come see us at Toto shows and join us, and obviously your own thing is going to be great.
There we have it. Thank you, Joe. Thank you, Tyler. We're going to listen to the last song now. And this is going to be one of those songs we're going to do at the show, and we're all going to sing it together.
Yay!
Yeah! This is We Can Be the Future.
What if the world and ourselves are the same? Separate by only the name of the invisible truth we perceive. What if we truly believed?
All right.
Fabulous finale. Great. It's a great album. Go get it.
Well, thanks.
Trevor did a great job.
He
man.
sure did.
He really sounds good.
Yeah, and that song is with David Paich on some of those additional keyboards, and he makes a little cameo in the music video, which is now out today.
Nice.
And my brother Roger Atlas plays on that song too. On the chorus, he plays the guitar part, and Steve Bonino on bass, and yeah, it was really fun.
You on drums.
Me on drums on that one.
Killer.
So guys, thank you so much for joining us. Yeah, let's do this again. Let's do another stream. Someone said same time tomorrow.
Yeah.
Be a little busy tomorrow, but we will do this again. And Joseph, thank you so much for being here. Tyler, thank you so much for being here. We so look forward to getting out on the road and seeing you guys all very soon.
Mm-hmm.
I hope you enjoyed the album listening experience today, and keep listening to it. It's out. And what else? What do we have to add?
Well, maybe we'll do a live stream on the road, and we'll just talk like this, so we're not straining our voices too much. So,
Exactly.
But anything can happen.
That's right.
Interesting.
It doesn't really sound the same without the clav, huh?
Is that superstition?
Yeah. I'm not really.
Every superstition writing on the wall. Every superstition, yeah, ladder's about to fall. You believe in things you don't understand, and you suffer, yeah.
There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.